Need to upgrade my RAM for all these Chrome browsers.
User joined your channel.
That sounds like a... Yeah, that does sound like a problem. But it's a good problem to have, I think. There's so many things going on.
Aren't we problem solvers?
Not that kind of problem solvers. Our problem solving involves shotguns and las guns.
But that solves all problems.
A judicious application of explosives. Don't forget that.
Yeah, right,
exactly.
right.
Well, that should go without saying.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, good.
Long week, but good.
Yeah. So we're waiting for Viper. He's helping the missus with groceries, and then Pearl, I don't believe, will be here tonight. He's in the final stages of his sergeant school, so very important for him to focus on that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. If he succeeds and all that, it's good for him because that's his career, and he'll be making more of it. I smell something, and with a hungry stomach, you wonder if something good smells bad or something bad smells good.
It's a bit of both.
I can't tell, honestly. It's just one of those smells where it might be delicious or it might be disgusting.
You might be smelling the Hot Pockets I have going in the microwave.
I need you to refrain from talking about food. Do you guys have any questions before the session starts?
Nope, I think I'm good.
No.
Am I dead?
No.
Hooray!
Yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
the key word is yet.
Yeah.
Ah. Screaming all the way down in binary.
Lafayette, can I get that audio test while these guys are talking?
Muting my team speak.
So, yeah, no, as far as things are concerned, Steel is not dead.
For now.
It sounds fine.
Okay. How about them?
It's all good.
Okay.
They're just a little quieter.
Wonderful. Do you think I should boost their volume a little bit?
No, I think you should keep it where it's at.
Okay. I'm looking in one of my folders right now for a piece of music that I thought would be suitable to this next location. Because as much as I love Desert Wind, I don't think it's suitable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute my headset for a moment, we'll wait for Viper, and I'm going to sample these wonderful, wonderful pieces of music.
Sound muted. Sound resumed.
How disappointed are you guys going to be when you all die in this next section?
I'm pretty used to it.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've already made peace?
I have made peace with my
A
time
long
upon
time
this
ago.
earth.
And Tony more so than anyone else?
Oh yeah, man.
I mean, Tony just keeps rotating through characters like that.
Yeah, I rolled
maybe
them up so
once a
fast you
session.
can kill them twice a session now. I don't care.
Buddha be praised.
Buddha! Oh, yeah. Well, at least you get to try out different character builds all the time.
Well, the thing is, I actually don't, because I've always gone for like close range so far. This is the first like ranged guy that I've played, so I guess I should have.
And we
learned
immediately
my
throw
lesson.
you into a
Close range situation.
yep.
It's fine.
Now, I don't need to remind you guys, when I hold out some obvious bait, don't immediately take it. It's not specific to anything, I promise.
Yeah, you would never waste the time to say anything like that, if it's just random, of course.
Am I gonna be NPCing Bishop again, or does someone else want to do that?
I think you should, because you draw the battle plans, if it makes sense.
You've been doing fine up until this point, so...
Yeah.
Can you guys hear
Not
that?
bad.
Yeah, I can hear it.
You can go to your jukebox and you can also mix it yourself.
All got hurt in the last mission, or was I the only one? I think Viper took a hit, didn't he?
Viper
See the
definitely took a hit.
Yeah, the problem is my character didn't get hurt, which means that he's mostly likely going to die in this session.
Is that how that works?
Yep,
was gonna
every
see who
time
ne-
I don't get hit, I die in the next session.
I was gonna see who needed medical attention.
Yep. Like, if I just get shot, that's fine, you know. That means that everything's, alright.
Mm-hmm. You think the GM is less likely to throw damage at an undamaged person? Is that what you're saying?
No, I would never say that at all.
No,
I'd
man,
say
I know
the
my
GM's
fate.
more than
Like,
likely
I know
to
that, like,
throw
3 sessions max, this character is dead.
Like, I think we're all pretty much dead. I just go into every session believing there's going to be a team party wipe any minute now.
That's actually like a proper guardsman outlook on life, you know?
So far, yeah. I'd say
Yep.
so. How to make you guys roll for fear every time you see one of the tokens I use to check the sightlines and the fog of war.
We're all going to be so afraid of everything. We're
Yep,
gonna be
I
jumping
think
in
Django's
shadows.
assumption was correct.
We're all dead. We just
Yep.
haven't figured it out yet.
Because how many fear checks can a guy fail before his heart just gives in, you know?
100, technically. Well, no, I'm sorry. Assuming you got 1 corruption for every
man.
fear check, then yes, 100. Because at 100 corruption, no, sorry, it's insanity. At 100 insanity, it's just assumed that your character stops functioning.
Can you lose insanity?
I want to say yes, but I can't answer that question.
I think there was a way, but like I think you can only like lose points at the GM's discretion.
Right,
And
right.
if you're at 70 insanity, I don't think you're gonna lose points.
I think there were thresholds that you couldn't go back to. Like
Yep.
every 10, you can't go back to say 0. Which means no matter how long you spend sitting in the chapel, you're inevitably going to stay insane.
Well, I could see it being interesting. Like, if we're on the front for, like, a month and we've been under constant attack, then of course everyone's going to be a little bit insane. But when we get back, you know, in some type of reserve detail or in the rear, you know, we're gonna be more ourselves then.
Well, you're forgetting also that as time goes on, you guys are going to become a lot more jaded to these kind of things. I mean, there's a talent called Jaded, which is specifically written for this, what we're talking about now.
Yeah, our medic has it.
Already.
Yep.
Yeah, he's had
I had
jaded
enough
since the
willpower.
start, I think.
You know, he's seen every person that's maimed, dead, or otherwise horribly injured. He's seen each one of those, so it makes sense. I mean, I would be jaded if I had to fucking deal with your guys' foot stuff every day.
Yeah.
Serves you right for being issued, jungle boots on a desert planet.
Yeah. They keep making that kinds of logistics errors.
I mean, hell, they gave a militiaman a general's uniform for a regiment that's not even present on this planet.
Yeah, not even that regiment. Yeah.
Yeah, that one
Which
freaked
kind of-
me out.
Why is that uniform even here?
You asked the Munitorium. I don't know anything.
Yeah, good luck going through those.
Someone made a
papers.
mistake and they need to be executed for that. Also, I mean, I don't think that man has the right to be wearing that uniform, and I think if he was caught by someone higher up, then he would be fucking shot.
Well, he survived a commissar, so hey.
I mean,
That's the person that's going to shoot him if there is one. Here's the thing about the Imperium at large. The bureaucrats that run the Imperium, or at least pretend they do, wield more power than you.
oh yeah, so some high up bureaucrat over planetary infrastructures wields more power than a guardsman. Okay, stream.
There are
Who would've
bureaucrats.
fucking guessed?
Listen, there are bureaucrats that would rather redirect a superhighway, through your hive block just to spite you than admit that something was wrong on their part.
Yep. In fact, lore-wise,
Millions of displaced Imperial citizens because of one spiteful bureaucrat.
I'm gonna write that idea down and save that for the Rogue Trader campaign.
There you go.
Yeah, isn't that actually what the planetary governor does during the war for Armageddon, the Second War? Just does stupid stuff because he can.
You're thinking of the first war, the first Orc War for Armageddon.
Yeah, the first Orc War. Yeah, exactly.
I won't go into detail on that stuff because you guys should have reviewed the that little video that was posted. I know I have.
Oh yeah. That's exactly my point. Yeah.
Let's just say the current Imperial Governor has an interesting idea about what is correct and what's not correct.
Mm-hmm. And even the commissariat can't argue with that. So they've got power. Those stupid blue bloods.
Okay, so we've waited about 15 minutes. I say we just go ahead and start, and wherever we get is where they, appear.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
So where we last left off, you guys were in the mines. I have moved all your tokens because I had to copy and paste them to the coming sections. So let me just go ahead and move you guys back into the less bloody areas.
Help! I'm being crushed.
Okay. Okay, you guys see that all?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, carry on with your merry band of misfits.
Viper isn't here, but the first thing I'd planned on having him do is do medical on anyone that needs it, which myself and him, I believe, are the only ones.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me make those rolls for him.
Did anyone else get hurt while we're doing it?
Great time to speak up if you've been hurt. Show the medic where they touched you.
They touched me all over.
Okay, both successes.
So what does that heal?
Yeah, I got hit.
Good question.
Depends on degrees of success, so not much, but
It was
they heal.
intelligence bonus plus degrees of success, I believe. I have to look it up.
So that would be a 4.
So
Yeah.
It heals both 4.
Well, that would be 5 if you count the. No, I guess it would be 4.
That's great. I was losing exactly 4 health, so I'll see what I can look at Viper's character sheet and see what he was losing.
Yeah. So real quick,
He was only losing 1, so I can.
I'm just curious for my reference. How far along are you guys on your experience track? What would be your guys' soft caps? In terms of just rank in general.
I'm currently at 3,500 XP.
Out
Should be
of
more.
34-ish.
Should be more because I
Yeah, I'm
started.
at 36.
Yeah, but
I
I missed a
39.
session, remember?
Yeah, it should be 3,900.
you get the experience if your character exists during that session, because your character
Okay,
didn't
then.
die.
So you're at 3,900 XP then?
And unless you've gotten a 50 bonus.
I
at
got a
any
50
point-
bonus once.
Okay, so you should be 3,850.
Yeah. So you and Viper are
Okay.
currently on par with each other.
Yeah, 3,950. You should be at that because I remember I checked all the experience from the other guys when I rolled up the character. So the total value should be like without any bonuses should be basically what each of you needs to have roughly. And mine is at
3,800 is the if you haven't got a bonus, that's what you have. 3,800.
Okay, because then I would have spent about 500 and upped my willpower by. So I'll just do that.
I guess what I'm asking is, for instance, Tony, if you can recall, in Dark Heresy, we had a ranking in terms of, like, what rank are you?
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure there's something for that in Only War. I'm just trying to guess. I'm just trying to get an idea of how far along are you guys on that.
I didn't see anything like that within the Only War.
Yeah, because like wouldn't it break like the squad ranking like with the corporal and the sergeant and stuff like
Ignore that. Simple answer.
Okay.
Ignore that. I wouldn't narratively make you all colonels unless it made sense. So
that? Yeah, exactly.
let me just look up the specialties real quick and see if I'm missing something here. Nope. It looks like there's no soft cap on rank.
Yeah, there's no soft cap in the game. It's just whether or not you want to keep advancing down specific paths or not.
Gotcha.
User joined your channel.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hey, Viper.
Hey, Viper.
Yep, no. Looking through the specialties. There's none to be found. Alright, well that's interesting.
So I was watching you do my heal rolls. Did you add the plus 30 to their rolls?
I rolled it off
We
your
maxed out anyway.
I rolled it off your sheet, so it should have been there if there was one.
Well, no, you have to put in a plus 20 for the med kit, and then the plus 10 for the
Well, thank goodness you're here.
So whoever got healed gets 3 additional health points.
Thank goodness you're here to heal them. Because I would have made them keep 4.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm back to full if that's the case then.
But we need to do another roll. We've rolled 2 right now. For one for healing himself and then one for.
Oh, yeah. I need to roll.
Okay, I'm getting logged in now.
Yeah, no, if I get 4 back, then I'm back to full.
So if you guys would scroll up and see the recent damage I was calculating, I'm pretty sure damage is still broken as fuck. So, I recommend everybody rolls it manually.
Oh yeah, there's a recap of the rolls.
Yeah. So nothing below 12, which is concerning.
It's just a bit. Just a little bit. I mean, it would only kill me in one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it'll just kill you. It won't kill you badly.
Well, here's the
It
thing.
won't kill me badly.
If I rolled off of the damage the way we've been doing it, it would just kill you instantly.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Viper, are you in the game?
Yeah, I'm in the game. I just rolled a Medicaid, so that's a 5 degree or 5 health.
Yeah, he's maxed out.
Thank you,
Try to
bud.
edit yours. You were missing 1 wound, so I just added it back because you
Yeah,
succeeded.
I'm not that worried about it right now for 1 wound.
Ah, but you healed it, so.
Yeah, you healed it, so you're good.
Okay. Lafayette, you want to start us out?
We're all gonna move down this hallway and gather up at this door, watching behind us to make sure nothing spooky comes out of the walls.
Okay, I'm gonna be
Each one
moving
group up.
forward because I'm
Django,
supposed to be.
do you want to see if you can figure out something with this panel? If we're going to be able to open this door or not?
I mean, I could, but do you want to get the tech guy on this, maybe?
Techman
He's
is
not here.
currently in a pit.
That is true. Okay,
Screaming
I
in
will...
binary.
I'm fairly certain he was the one that helped try to pull him up, so you were especially close to him when he slipped into the abyss.
Yes, that's right. I forgot he was the one that went down. Yeah, give me a sec. I'll try it. Yeah, no. So this thing is I don't know what it is, but it's a door. It's a locked door. Yeah.
Are there any buttons on it?
There are buttons. There are lots of buttons, boss man. Lots of buttons. Don't know what they do,
Press
boss
one.
man.
The biggest one.
I press the big red button.
No, press the green one. It's always the green one.
So you kind of cover your eyes, and you reach out and you start pressing some buttons, starting with the largest, reddest button you can find. And, you hear a variety of error sounds coming from the terminal, but eventually you hit one that creates some kind of rumbling effect, and you guys watch as this door, an audible hiss emerges from the gaps in the door, and then you watch as it slides open, revealing a very dark room, lit only by emergency lights. I assume you guys want to progress through that.
Yep. Hey boss, I did it.
Yeah, we'll progress through. I mean, is the room so dark that we literally can't see what's right on the other side of the door?
No, you can see what's on the other side of the room. Misha taps his cigarette against, the side of his rifle, saying, guess that tech stuff isn't so hard.
Hey, it's a lot harder than it looks, man. You have to be qualified to do this sort of stuff.
The only area I didn't put a penalty box in. Give me one moment.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Misha is lost and alone.
Hello?
Karma.
Is anybody there? Guys, this isn't funny.
At least I have my servo skull with me. Pet the servo skull.
Currently, Steel, you are very much unconscious. You won't be petting anything for a moment.
Sad.
Guys, let me in!
No. Keep him out.
Will you guys be progressing?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
not-
we're gonna progress. Misha, Bishop, and I are gonna be on the southern hallway. Everyone else just look north. Go to the door. I'm assuming this is a door here.
This is, in fact, a door. And, the automatic pressurization process continues as you guys step through, and The door that just opened seals itself behind you guys, and you feel a light breeze pass through the room as the pressurization takes place, venting any potentially toxic fumes from the mine. And you guys watch as the door automatically slides open, revealing a equally dark area.
Okay.
So who wants to go first into the deep, dark, unknown abyss where it'll probably kill you?
I'm the point man, so
Hey, we got a
Get in there and go
volunteer.
north, and we'll follow you and look south.
roger that.
It is quite dark and eerie, being lit only by emergency lighting.
And the muzzle of the flamethrower.
It looks like a void ship during. Well, you guys want to know this. It looks like a hive ward lit only by emergency lighting.
The southern hallway just looks like it ends abruptly, so we're moving north, unless I'm seeing something wrong.
Yeah, same thing here, Sarge.
There's a door that looks like right
across from us.
yeah, it's got a red light.
Yeah, and beneath the red emergency lamp, you can see that a light is rotating, fixed at a specific axis inside the steel container, and beneath it is a manual release for the door in front of you.
Okay, Jane, go. You're up. Open the door.
I turn to Guns and I tell him, okay, so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go over to that manual release lever and open it. And if anybody shoots you, you're gonna want to scream loudly.
He says, "Nah, Django, I'm on profile. Yeah, the medic here wrote me a profile this morning for my shoulder."
God fucking damn. Okay, fine, I'll do it.
Yeah, go on,
You're safely
Django,
behind
cover
the
you.
wall if you open it. It's fine.
Yeah, I gave him notes
Okay.
to a lot of people.
Okay, I release the manual release.
You just keep on shamming and scamming their guns.
Mm-hmm. God damn it, Guns.
You turn as you're turning this very squeaky valve release, and you see guns lighting up with Misha.
I give him an evil glare.
He watches. He grabs his shoulder and he winces. Ah.
You just keep saying that. I'll give you something to warn about. When we get back, I'll have you reloading all of the clips.
You know, Corporal, we gotta
Okay.
talk about this hostile work environment.
Oh, bullshit, this is a hostile work environment. Bullshit.
Yeah, so
You just keep it down, Guns.
You continue on for several minutes, and you're able to get to the point where just enough of a gap emerges in the door that you're able to, you or someone else is able to potentially shimmy through.
Hey, point man. I got something
Hold-
to point at.
Hold on there, point man. I'm gonna
Yeah,
send
looks empty.
the sniper in, doing stealth. Do I need to roll for that stealth or just send him in?
Let's see what backup weapons he has, because I need to refresh myself. I assume you don't want him going in there with his long last ready and able. Okay, he has a Petro autogun.
Yeah.
So, Petro autogun at the ready.
And he's I don't know what the stealth would be. Let me see if it's actually its own thing.
It's either its own thing or it's a agility roll.
No, he has
Stealth
it's his
on
own. So yep, stealth. Okay, he's sneaky beaky.
Yep. 31. Okay. So just so you guys know, and just to recap, so when you roll a stealth roll, it's your stealth roll, so 31 in this case, versus an enemy's awareness, and vice versa. It's an opposed skill check. Everyone clear on that?
He also gets a plus 20 from his chameleon cloak.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So he'll actually be a
Sneaky as shit. And he watches. He enters the corridor, and he sticks his head back out and says, "Hey, Corporal,
It's a fucking airlock.
It's a fucking airlock.
Well, good job. I'm gonna have old Bishop there open that door.
Okay.
Don't everyone flood in the airlock at once. Just be ready.
Bishop, begins going through the process, and it takes several minutes, much like the previous one, just to get to the point where the pneumatic, the charges on the pneumatic doors are so weak by this point that, and so much time has passed since they were last used, it takes a good long while just to get the door open to a usable standard. I wanna... fuck it. And, Bishop, he pokes his head in once more into the room that's now revealed and says, Sarge, or Corporal, we got bodies.
Is his last stealth roll still good, or do I need to do another one for him?
It's still good. It's good until it's not good.
Okay. Tony, get up there, just into the airlock with him. I'm gonna get in the airlock too, and we're gonna have him creep out and take a couple, it's kinda hard to get in there. There we go.
A single grenade rolls through the door as you guys are piling up.
It's a good thing I'm on the other side of the wall.
Same.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, so you guys are in a somewhat large room. You can see several cargo pallets are loaded. Crates are stacked somewhat neatly. An elevator down to the south there. And a single servitor. Its organic components, having long since been stripped away by time and neglect, sits idle, slumped against one of the boxes. It is clear this area has not been visited in some time.
Is that what you're saying? This dead guy's a servitor?
Yes. Not unlike the one that you guys encountered previously. You can see this one's a lot more basic. Its components are less extensive. Primarily, there's a lot of... you would assume there were a lot of organic components on this particular servitor, and what you see is just a tangled mess of metal bits and pipes and hoses. Perhaps,
Viper, if you want, you can take a closer look at it, but...
Perhaps someone who is more qualified could give you guys a better idea of what this is.
Alright, I'll take a look at the corpse.
So at the far left side of the room, you do in fact see another bulkhead, much like the ones you just passed through. To the north there, you see two doors, one on the left and one on the right. They are lit by emergency lights.
Yeah, Sergeant, we've got a couple more corridors here.
Yes, and Tony, you can see clearly that the door there on the left is marked storage, while the door on the right is also marked storage 2.
They appear to be storage rooms. Should we investigate?
Yeah, we're gonna investigate. Leave your comrades in this room to guard behind us in case something comes in.
Will do. So I'm gonna approach the first one, the one that says storage.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over with you, and I'm just gonna sit here, look into the doorway when it opens. I'll have this.
Alright. For my Medicaid, I rolled an 8 degrees of success for the to see what happened to the servitor.
The patient is in fact deceased.
I thought I was rolling to see what caused its death.
I think it's so deteriorated. There's nothing we can tell.
Okay.
It's a by this point, with lack of moisture and exposure to the elements, it is a almost mummified corpse. You see lots of bone, you see skin, you see dried skin pulled taut over its rib cage. It's an amalgamation of what used to be a person, and the machine components given to it by the Mechanicus. Judging by the numerous scar lines around its head, neck, and shoulders, you assume this wasn't a willing a willing servant of the Mechanicus. Okay, Tony, would you be opening that door?
If the sergeant would allow it. If not, I'm gonna call for Django to open it.
Yeah, go ahead and open it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Call for Django. So you turn a handle, which is keeping the door latched, and the door swings towards you, and a servitor corpse all but falls onto your person, nearly knocking you over. In fact, why don't you make me an agility roll to stay on your feet? Okay, so the servitor corpse.
I died this session.
The servitor corpse, its skin completely rotted away. In fact, you swear you see something crawling in its eye socket, falls on top of you, and you get a full frontal view of the interior of its mouth and skull. Why don't you roll for a fear check? Go ahead and do a fear 1. Oof. So that's what? -4 degrees?
Yep.
That was with a penalty of -10. Well, I'm glad I wrote down the page numbers for the... I hope I did. Glad I wrote down the page numbers for the fear chart. Give me just a moment to pull that up. Page 305. Okay, so that was -4 degrees. Well, that was 4 degrees of failure. And... Tony, why don't you go ahead and roll me a D100?
1 set.
1D100 plus 40, if you would.
Django and Viper, while he's currently pissing himself, if you want to go check the other door up here to our top right.
Sounds good.
110 plus the 40.
You were frozen in terror.
Actually, it's 3 degrees because I have a fear resist plus 10, but yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so it's what?
100.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't add the 30 to that. Or the 40.
Yeah, it's 110 plus the 40. It's 100 plus 30.
So you rolled 100, correct?
No, I rolled a 70. So the total is 100 plus 30.
Oh, sorry. I'm only worried about the total. So what is your total for this?
100.
100. Okay. You are gripped by panic, and you are consumed with an urge to get away from this thing.
Yeah, so I immediately move away, I guess, screaming.
Yeah, so, he rolls the servitor off the top of him, and he backs away on his hands and knees.
Yeah, I'm not going near those things, Sergeant.
I'm just gonna pat him on the shoulder and walk by him. Like, don't worry, it can't hurt you, it's dead.
Alright, while we're doing this, I'm gonna pull out my auspex and I was gonna investigate the area.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a roll.
3 degrees of success.
3 degrees of success. Okay. So, you get a scan of the area going, and you scan for... Sorry, refresh my memory on what the auspex reveals. I believe it's ambient gases.
It can tell me if there's life signatures nearby. If I roll for a tech use test, it'll let me know if there's any other types of things not normally picked up, such as like abnormal radiations, warp signatures and things like that.
So you roll. Sorry, you use your scanner and you sweep the room, and you detect 8 life signatures coming from the immediate area. No other present entities.
Alright guys, well, at least we're alive in here. Nothing else as of right now.
I'll gently step over this man and see that it's a small closet.
Yes, with another servitor in the corner and 6 lockers.
I'll call out to Tony too whenever you recover, go help Django.
Yeah, I can do the other one. Just don't make me go again in this one, Sarge.
Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, so you have a brief moment to look over the contents of the lockers, and you find that it just contains the maintenance materials and the various light bulbs and conduits and other easily replaceable items that would be required by a servitor to effect basic repairs, as well as a few tools that are clearly designed for one such servitor.
Useless to me. You guys are good to push through that door over there.
Yep. Go ahead, point man.
Aren't you the techie guy? How about you open this door?
Yeah, sure. I'll help you out with the take.
I didn't like my luck with the last one.
Ladies.
Okay, so much like the previous one, you find that it's a very simple latch, preventing the door from swinging, and it reveals a smaller hallway leading to the next room.
Alright. See, nothing scary in there.
Yeah, from now on you open the doors.
Oh.
Viper, you can
Aren't you?
you can go with him if you want.
So, nothing in the room?
Alright, I'll cover him.
Completely empty.
Yeah, this one's good, Sarge.
Well, I mean, there's the
Is
door
that
at the
a
end of
hallway?
the... There's a
It
door.
looks like a hallway to me.
Tony, you might want to zoom in a little bit.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Tony, I know you're afraid of him. Damn it.
Yeah, it is the altitude sickness, Sergeant. I'm experiencing blindness, momentary blindness.
Altitude sick. What? Is that something I can claim? Can I claim altitude sickness?
Get that damn door open and go in there.
Get that for your post-retirement benefits. 100%
Yes.
disability.
Tell it to the VA.
Permanent altitude sickness. It's crippling.
Yeah, so you open the door, and there are 3 of them in this room. Each in their own corner. You see one of them is adorned in what appears to be very, very faded out robes.
Are they dead?
They aren't moving.
The Auspex showed no life. You guys are fine. Get in there.
Are you sure?
I go through the door.
Yeah, you can see 2 of the servitors are clearly just slumped down against the wall, with the third unidentified being resting against the wall over there. It is slumped over on a pipe.
Move to this one, and I'm gonna kick it in the head.
Which one? That one?
The
Closest
one I'm
to you?
next to? Yeah, just
Okay.
to make sure.
So that's an auto hit. Why don't you roll me some damage for unarmed?
What would that damage be, though?
1d5 plus your strength bonus, I think. You do not have to roll to hit, though. Yeah, so, you shove your boot out.
Righteous Fury.
And it is a righteous fury. Well, it's not a 10. It collides with the servitor's skull, and it bounces the skull off the pipe, and the whole thing slumps over, giving a loud resonating clang through the room. And in the stillness of this area, far beneath the Petrovesk, mountain, the whole area seems to resonate with the clang. You have a very eerie sense settle over you.
Okay, I calm down actually because now I know they're dead. So I'm just gonna look around the room. Oh wait, we were leaving comrades actually. Yeah.
Ray appears next to you in a warp bubble as he looks very unsettled by what just happened. He bends over and retches on the floor.
Hey, you want this one looks different over here in the corner.
Yeah.
Is there anything noticeable about this one?
It's covered in robes, and it appears to have less. It previously appears to have had less fleshy bits than the others.
Viper, get in here.
Yes, sir.
Take a look at it.
Alrighty.
Steel, I'm gonna give you vision of one of the people. Or can you see everyone?
Okey-dokey. I cannot see anything.
Okay.
I have one quick question. Is Fedorov officially a sergeant now, or corporal, or
Corporal.
What do we call
He's never been officially a sergeant in his life.
Oh, okay. Sorry then.
Alright.
Here,
5 degrees.
I'll give you a vision of Django.
Hooray!
A vision of Django.
I can see!
It's not much to look at, but yeah. It's better than darkness, I should say.
So, what are you guys doing?
Well,
He's examining the body.
Yeah, I
And
examined the body.
From a medical perspective, you're not sure this thing is even human.
everyone else in the room just funnel back out. We'll go through another door. Let Viper do his work.
In fact, the only organic components that you can find from your less than thorough investigation is what appears to be a pair of shriveled lungs in its chest.
Well, at one point it was human. Most of it's been replaced with mechanical bits. If Cogboy didn't fall down the hole, we might be able to get more insight on this.
I see an elevator down. Fellas, let's stack up on this other door. We're gonna see what's in it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you know what? I just realized I don't have to. I could move the doors themselves, and not just the doors, but the vision blockers.
Oh, look at that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neato
I'm
mixtito.
not seeing a way to open this door over here. Am I correct in that assumption?
You are correct in your assessment of this door. It appears it was never intended to be opened from this side manually.
You know, Sarge, I never met a door that couldn't be opened with judicious use of explosives.
Hey guys, wife's home. I'll be right back.
Sure thing.
Okay.
We are in a fairly small room.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
mean,
sure we can
there's still
throw in a couple of
supports.
cracks at it, Sarge, Corporal. Shouldn't make too much of a fuss.
That's fine. We can throw a crack grenade in and see what it does.
Let me just put this thing up for you guys to review. Give me a moment. What folder was it under?
Okay. Always check the body or destroy it. Oh, we should probably check the bodies. Yeah. Yeah. Violence is usually a good answer. We're being violent against the door, so
Yep.
we're clearly doing the right thing.
I'm assuming Viper, when he did his medical, he would have had
There's
an idea to
there's
see
no
what's on the body.
such thing as overkill. Oh, there is such thing as
Exactly.
overkill. Sorry.
Great, we're gonna throw a crack grenade at that door. Everyone, clear back.
Maybe don't throw it. I mean, we got some adhesive. We can just, like, adhere it to the door. And then run away real quick.
Yeah,
Okay,
I prefer
Django,
throwing
get
it.
up there.
Wait, what?
Oh, if
Put the grenade
Django
on the
does
door.
it, yeah, you can put it there.
It's a good idea.
Oh, man.
I'm enjoying this volunteer Django style of
Well,
gameplay.
Django's not involved. Isn't involved.
He needs more action.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Felt bad
go.
for you.
I'm gonna go take a crack grenade. I'm gonna go find like a piece of gum. I'm gonna adhere it to the door. I'm gonna pull the pin.
Well,
and
hold
I'm
on.
gonna-
You gotta moisten that piece of gum. You have to chew it up first.
Okay, I chew on it a little bit.
Go ahead and make me a toughness roll.
The meantime, I'm very explicitly like hiding behind this box here, showing him that I don't think his plan is gonna work at all.
Oof!
Nope,
you,
I
you,
failed.
you, you bite your tongue right with one of your canines, and you feel blood mixing with the gum.
I start crying a little bit. Dude.
You guys watch
Django, are
as
those tears?
you guys watch as Django chokes back some tears and sobs.
made my tongue sound.
Get that damn crack grenade on the door.
I'm trying not. Ow.
You hear Ray call from behind the crate. He says, "Try not to think about your family being dead."
Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, thanks for that, Ray. Fucking hate you. You're just like Guts. You're just like Guts.
So yes, you apply a liberal crack to the door, and anywhere particular you want to put that, or just on the door?
We're gonna put it like at the. So there's a seam. Is it a seam? Is there a seam that separates two panels of the door that'll slide?
It is very minute, but you can detect the smallest of crevice. In fact, you would not be able to pass a razor blade through it.
Okay, I'm gonna put the crack grenade kind of over that and hope that it causes them to separate a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna when I get to there.
So you're gonna prime that grenade and run. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm gonna pull out my. I'm gonna pull out a piece of string or a piece of rope.
Okay, your shoelaces or something.
Something like that, but it's gonna have to be like a few feet.
The sniper has some rope.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna get a rope and I'm gonna peel off a
Bishop shakes his head. He says, "I'm not sharing."
Yeah, I just want to warn you that you're
Just
about to
pull the
lose
pin
your
and run.
tongue and
There's
your
boxes to
boots
your north.
right now.
I'm trying not to die here, Corporal. Give me a break, man.
You're watching a man physically and mentally break down.
I'm just gonna whisper to Viper to get the tranquilizer ready.
Okay. I pull the pin and I'm gonna run.
Okay, where do you run?
To where my corporal is.
To where your friends are?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and run
I
to
feel
your
like
friends.
there's a large amount of laughter coming from behind the box.
There's certainly some
yeah.
there's certainly some snickering happening. So yeah, you guys watch as he all but actually, why don't you make me an agility roll?
I did it.
Oof. Just a little bit of friendly hazing going on. It's acceptable. If you didn't want to be hazed, you should have joined the Air Force. You should have joined the Imperial
Navy.
Guard Aviation if you didn't want to be hazed.
Me, right?
Oh wait, you did.
We don't talk about that.
So yeah, you guys watch as the crack detonates on the door as everyone hunkers down, avoiding any potential shrapnel. And when you guys look up, there is a plume of smoke heading towards the ceiling, and the door is unmarked.
Well, that was my
Great.
best effort.
Its
a look at that
hermetic
elevator.
seal remains intact.
Okay, I go take a look at it. Is there did it move at all?
Well, you swear that it shuddered a little bit, and it looked like it was close to opening.
Okay. I go look for some more gum.
Okay.
We're not
gonna
gonna waste our crack grenades on a door.
Hey, it's not wastage.
Yeah, and Corporal, you can clearly see that door was not phased at all.
Yeah.
Not one bit.
Okay.
Are there any controls for that elevator?
You see that the elevator does in fact have a small control panel located at this portion right here.
Is it on the elevator? Like we can get in and press the button?
Correct. It appears to be a freight elevator.
Okay, fellas, pile on.
I feel like this is going to end badly, Corporal.
Well, do you want to stay in this room?
Yeah, Sergeant, are we sure this works?
Don't look at me. I have no
Bishop.
idea if this works.
What if it just breaks and we all fall?
Are you playing with that fucking knife again?
Yes.
You're gonna cut yourself, and then you're gonna feel bad for playing with it.
No, I'm not.
Alright, are we forgetting anyone? Is anyone not going down? Okay. Wonderful. So you'll be pressing the button? Is that what I understand?
Do the do, Tony.
Yeah, Tony,
All right.
you get to press the button this time.
Yeah, well, I think Django should press it, Corporal.
I agree. Django,
When
press
I
the button.
when I do it, bad things happen.
Fine, I'll press the goddamn button. Hopefully the machine spirit doesn't kill us all.
It's sad to me to think that Django's the tech expert in the absence of our engineer.
It saddens me.
Is it much of a
the
text expert
driver.
if we're making you press buttons on a panel?
Yes.
Hey,
So
40k, this is a tech expert.
tech support. So the elevator gives a shudder, and you hear the sound of metal on metal on something that clearly hasn't been oiled in a fair number of cycles. And with a shudder, it begins descending down and down and down and down. There's no elevator music, unfortunately. However, it takes a good while and long enough for Misha and Fedorov to easily go through about 3 or 4 cigarettes, which isn't saying much, but should give you an indication.
About 2 minutes.
Yeah. And not a slow pace either. And here you are. Go ahead and get your bearings, and then
Okay. Let's just kind of spread out into this corridor and get eyes
one
down the
moment,
hallways.
please.
Yeah, Piotr is gonna cover this.
Go ahead and hold fast there for a sec, guys.
Yeah, hold up.
Django, or not Django, Steel.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and roll me a willpower check, please.
Nice. Wow, I did not expect that.
So you hear some machine noise as your audio receptors. The point of audio receiving begins to filter out some of the white noise that you're taking in. You realize you hear sounds muffled through what sounds like some kind of liquid. Perhaps you need to have your canals cleaned out or drained of any viscous fluid. And you feel your body... You feel a rush of stimulants pass through your body as your organics are coaxed back into alertness as the rest of your systems reboot. And you wake up in a large pool of water. Go ahead and roll me one more willpower check, please. You see that there is a servitor standing in the water, and he appears to be mucking out the very bottom. He has some kind of long pole, and he appears to be pushing various debris away from some of the vents and pipes, and just overall attempting to keep things in an orderly, neat method.
Well, aren't you a good servitor doing your assigned role and function?
Ayu.
John,
I shall name you Steve.
Yeah, so Steve, not hearing, or perhaps not taking notice, continues onwards, oblivious to your presence, mainly just going through his through the motions.
I shall leave him to his assigned tasks as the good servitor he is.
Yeah.
Now then, I must find my compatriots. As soon as I find out where I am.
You find that your onboard diagnostics are doing a minor check, and you find that you've sustained some damage in your fall. It seems the water here, which is now chest height to you, did not brace all of the damage, and you have taken a grand total of 2 points of damage from the fall, bypassing all armor. And you note your audio and your audio and visual receptors are working at a 76% efficiency, which leads you to believe that perhaps you've sustained head injury due to your fall.
That would explain why I'm seeing 2 of them.
Actually, that 24% of non-efficiency is actually human bits.
No, we need to cut that out.
What would you like to do, sir?
Let's see. North or east?
Sorry,
Let's
guys.
go.
If you want to watch his or my perspective on what he's doing, you can look at the Twitch.
Yeah.
We'll be back to you in just a sec.
Oh, no worries.
Let's see. I'll just move my full actions until something occurs. So
Okay. Where are you headed?
going north.
Okay.
So northern bridge.
Yeah, you can see a few more servitors going about their business. This one appears to be scrubbing some kind of green spill coming from various pipes, and yeah, it appears to be on its hands and knees up to its waist in water.
Your subroutines are operating very well. And yes,
Would you make me an
northern
intelligence
bridge.
roll, please? Also, you have machine can't, right?
Machine can't. I do not. Is that a lore or
That's
a...
binary. So it's a spoken language.
No, for some reason, no, I do not.
I'm going to say you do for our purposes. However, we should double check that when we finish the session. Because by all means, a member of the Mechanica should be able to communicate. But if you don't have the Vox Vocalizer, that's fine also. Oh, wait, sorry. Do you have a synthetic throat, or do you have a non-synthetic throat?
It's non-synthetic.
Oh, okay, so you would not.
You casual.
Fib.
Okay.
I like to have a little bit of fleshy origin in me for the moment.
Intelligence roll? Nothing really seems out of the ordinary.
I shall continue down this passage and cross the bridge.
Yeah, and you see it in your dark vision, at least. It's a very spacious as far as a runoff sewer. You imagine that this runoff could handle a lot more outflow than what you presently see. Perhaps the overall efficiency of this plant could be improved by upping the production rate.
Yes, we need to find a terminal and increase production quota. And find out where the clog resides. No, must stay on assigned task.
Well, it occurs to you in that moment that yes, you absolutely should be restarting this facility and seeing it restored back to full functioning form. It is it's sort of a consuming thought that, you know, this is a wasted potential. This facility could be doing so much better, and that with your guidance and your oversight, it could be a great facility. And perhaps restoring this facility could be, you know, what gets you that coveted promotion to the priesthood proper.
Yes, waste manager. Alrighty, I shall move on to the next bridge.
Yeah. As you step through the gunk that's spilled out there on the ground, you can't help but feel a cold sense of calm descend over you, and you know, the air just seems that much crisper through your augmetic lungs, and you realize that this place isn't that bad, really.
Oh God. I mean, oh, I'm the side. This place isn't bad.
In fact, you would say that the effects of this particular runoff are quite soothing. In fact, and as you're passing by the servitor, you note, of course, that he is not so much cleaning as he is collecting the spill off, making sure to preserve what little spill off for maximum efficiency. Really.
Yes. I shall have you promoted, servitor, as soon as I can find a computer terminal to increase your pay. Increase maintenance.
The
Keep up the good work.
The servitor is oblivious to your praise and continues on his assigned routines, much as you expected and hoped.
Indeed. Alright, I'm just going to move up to the next bridge.
Mm-hmm. You see a servitor on its hands and knees, and this one appears to be cleaning up a blood spill at the bottom of a ladder. And you can see that 2 torches have long since burned out, placed on either side of this ladder.
2 unlit torches.
Oh, sorry,
Such a
previous
waste of
lit torches burned out after.
Burned out torches. What a waste of material. Put those in with the rest of the waste.
The servitor abides by your commands by continuing to go through its subroutines.
Excellent, yes. What is that, what's the blood stains on? Is that a ladder, or is that just us?
There is a splatter of blood at the bottom of this ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps hearkening back to a failed attempt to climb a ladder.
I shall head north then, and then take the ladder later.
Okay. Yeah, so here you can see another servitor. It's going about its routines, and it appears to be. It also appears to be collecting various spill off from the refining process.
Good. Keep up the good work. I am just monitoring your work ethic. Everything looks good here. Continue on, servitor. Heading back south.
The various pipes here hum slightly with the movement of refined material.
Excellent. The refinement of material is always a priority. Alright, I'm going to step near that ladder.
Okay.
Actually, I'll take that bridge west and see where that goes.
Steel, were you here for our Dark Heresy game?
No.
Okay. Steel, that ladder is a red herring.
Oh god, I knew this looked familiar.
We're gonna cut back to the other party for a moment.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, B team.
Hey, I take objection to be calling B team.
What are you guys up to?
Hey, it's J team actually.
Yeah, J team. Or the J team.
I'm clearing out up here. See a closet with nothing in it.
Yeah, I'm
Completely
covering this
stark
entrance.
empty. Yeah, so
Django,
Tony, from your vantage point, you can see another servitor. This one submerged in halfway up with water, clearly rotten to the core. All its organic bits have been stripped away by the toxic materials.
Got a little more of those dead cock boys, Corporal. Should I move in?
Yeah, let's go ahead and just funnel in and just line the wall, clearing it.
Yeah. So just to note, this is an elevated area with a ladder heading downwards, or a set of stairs. It's about 1 meter up. Perhaps 2 meters, really. Wait, hold on. 3 meters up.
Okay. I'm gonna leave Bishop posted here. We're gonna go looking for our Cogboy. Can we try to see if we have any comms with Cogboy?
Certainly. Go ahead and give that a shot.
Cogboy, this is Yuri. You hear me?
Steel, you hear a crackled message come over the gosh, what are we calling them? Comm beads?
Yeah.
Yes.
Coming over your comm bead, and it appears to be one of your companions calling over the radio. There's quite a bit of static and interference from the various metalworks, and a weak signal manages to get through.
Greetings, I still live, fleshy compatriot.
Not in the box. It's like, damn it, he's still alive. That's good to hear, Cogboy. We're down in what looks like some sewer. We're looking for you.
Oh, you are down here in the waste management area too.
Oh, fellas, don't get in that water.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Let's just keep looking around.
Just do not disturb the servitors in their work. This facility will be up and operational eventually. I shall find a point to rendezvous with you shortly.
You hear the last bit trail off as he continues speaking about efficiency quotas and production cycles, and being Fedorov, you tune him out.
Yeah.
Corporal, those servitors are dead?
We'll just ignore it for now.
Yeah, just saying we cannot ignore the melting gun he's carrying.
He seemed happy that we were looking for him. I doubt he's gonna do us any harm.
Ray looks around nervously, and then quickly lights up a cigarette. Unusual for Ray, seeing that he doesn't smoke that much, but he's working his way up to Misha and Fedorov's carton a day.
Okay. Tony, if you want to keep leading us out, we'll look around and see what we can find.
Yep. So he's going to procead very slowly.
So to clarify, north would be north, and south would be south, and south would lead you in the direction of the entrance to the of the facility.
So we're going south, Corporal?
Lead us off south. Following behind, everyone.
Alright.
Keep some spacing.
Yep, and he's going to proceed very carefully, trying not to step into this green.
So you step through the puddle because it's quite a large one, and you step at the edges, and for one you can find it's very slick. So why don't you go ahead and make me an agility roll? If you have acrobatics trained, please make me acrobatics.
Nope.
Yeah, make me an agility roll. Yeah, so you lose your footing, and you land prone, falling away from the puddle. And as you roll over and look down, you see that the bottoms of your shoes are coated in this stuff, and it's just a mess. It smells like battery acid being leaked over a hot pile of dog turds, and you are very unsettled by it.
Yeah, if I can smell that through the rebreather, then yeah. So I'm gonna look for a way to try to clean it off my shoes, because I don't know if it's gonna
Sure.
like
There's
corrode
some
them or stuff like that.
There's some pipes off to your right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna clean up and tell the other boys to watch their step.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys watch as he takes a tumble and he begins clearing off some of the gunk off his boots.
Okay. Django, you're up. I mean, actually, you know what? Tony could help him across. Like, just grab his hand and help him over.
Yeah, let's go, buddy.
It's about 1.5 meters.
Okay, all for it.
You would have to make a jump.
Okay. Do you
Go
need
ahead and
to
make me
a
an
roll for that?
agility roll. Yeah, it would be an agility roll.
Yeah, but he gets a plus because I'm helping, right?
Say plus 10.
Yeah, so that didn't help. I'm gonna fall flat on my face into this green muck.
Yeah, so you fall down and one of your knees runs right through the material, and you can feel a tingling sensation as it permeates your. Well, I guess it wouldn't permeate your uniform. In fact, why don't you go ahead and make me a toughness roll, keeping in mind your toxic trench coat resistance.
What is the toxic trench coat resistance? Is that a plus 20 or a plus 10?
We haven't really had to deal with this until now, so goodness. Let me look at the.
Okay, at this point, while Django is doing that, I'm just going to move and try to pick up that crate and put it over this stupid shit so people can pass over.
Wear a boot.
They're resistant to toxics, just like the resistant fear. It's a plus 10, and you get a reroll.
Yeah, so gravity shifts. You slide the crate, pushing it through the muck pile and creating a point where people could cross over.
Thanks,
Good thinking, Tony.
Yeah,
So
no
what-
point in all of us smelling like rotten eggs.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a fun Chimera ride home.
Tony,
That's how it
Tony,
sounds.
go ahead and take a plus 50.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, good job. Good thinking. So, how much? So my toughness? Am I getting a plus 10 as a toughness roll, or?
You should be getting a plus 10 because you're wearing a toxic trench coat, which is resistant to toxic things.
Yeah, you get a plus 10, and
Oof.
then you also get the reroll.
Oh,
Hey, can
thank
reroll.
God for the reroll. Oh hey!
There you go. Yeah, the stuff kind of fails to adhere entirely to your coat, and what little that does adhere fails to penetrate the toxic resistant weave that's on the device or on the uniform.
I'm gonna use
Thank
my
God.
aspect to see if I can analyze this chemical that's on the ground.
Great, make me a tech use. Sorry, your Auspex fails to give you any sensor feedback. However, it does note that the material is perfectly safe.
Well, whatever it is, it's safe, guys. So.
No, Tony, it's margarine.
Yep.
Okay, well, if it's safe, why don't you take a bite and tell us how it tastes?
I said it's safe. I wouldn't say I would eat it.
Okay, well, let's cross over this
Right.
and keep heading south.
I mean, nuclear
Yeah,
bombs are
convoy
safe. Think about it.
Arguable. Clear the crate. I'm coming over.
I think me and Jago should hold the crate because this thing is slippery.
Oh, look at that. Solid ideas. I'm gonna jump off this crate and Goomba stop Django.
Hey, hey!
Navigating life's mysteries one credit at a time.
Yep. I'll move over.
Don't forget guns. You take up the lead, Tony. You've got the flamer.
Yep. I'm gonna signal the rest of the squad to slow down a little because I can see a door on the left, and I'm gonna check it out before we proceed.
Okay.
Bishop here is going to push down a little bit and get eyes down this long corridor to the left.
You can clearly see that there's another puddle of the green material, or the green viscous material spilled off from one of the pipes, and that there's a servitor face down in it. This one is also completely desiccated.
Yeah, not sure about your test, Mr. Medic, but this guy doesn't appear to like it.
We're going to have you guys pause for a moment. We're going to cut back to our wonderful engines here.
Alrighty. Is it cut to me?
Yeah, Steel, what are you up to?
Alrighty, I'm gonna head west. Up this staircase.
Yeah, so, you know, your footsteps resonate throughout the chamber that you're in, and, you know, it harkens back to your time in visiting one of the local foundries, and, you know, you wish that this place could be as productive as those others.
As productive as these servitors are, they're nowhere near as productive as the staff at Foundry 237. Oh well. The Omnissiah gives what we can. Let us see what's through this door.
Yeah, so as you enter the room, you see the bright red robes of a servitor. You see the bright red flowing robes of a tech priest. He has his back to you, and you can see by his this is the wrong token. You can see by his ranks and insignias stitched into the robe that he is a higher ranking member of the Mechanicus than you are. He has his...
greet him in binary and ask the status of the facility.
He turns to you with disdain etched across his metallic face and says, "Ah, finally! I called for you several minutes ago. Your poor response time has been noted."
I just stare blankly at the tech priest and inquire onto his last update with the outside world.
He spouts a string of binary at you, stating irrelevant. Now you must take this. You must take this device here, and you must see that the facility operations controls are restored to functioning use. It's imperative that we have the facility back online to meet our quota for this quarter. And he gestures to a box, and you can clearly see that there is a device located here. It appears to be a data slate, but it is a data slate that has been beefed up a bit. It appears to have some larger battery capacity, and it appears to have a terminal connection port for interfacing with some large terminal interface.
Are these modifications legal?
Perfectly, he spouts at you.
I want to roll knowledge to see if it is.
Roll it. It is a 100% compliant piece of technology. Yeah, that's all I'm going to give you. Also, are you sure that was 100?
I would have added a plus 20 to it, so... But the dice would have rolled... That was a static roll of 100.
I gotcha. That's an auto failure.
Yep.
You don't know.
Alrighty, I just grabbed the data slate. Say that the Omnissiah protects, and move out to the objective that he gave me, I guess.
Sure thing.
I then poke my head out of the doorway as I leave and say, which ways to the terminal locations?
You hear a binary sigh as the tech priest turns once more from his maintenance work and says, "Listen, I'm going to level with you here. It was risky to let an engine seer into this facility in the first place. It's bad enough you're interfacing with our terminals without proper permissions, but it is inexcusable for you to be so ignorant as to not know where central controls are. In fact, so ignorant that I feel I must not answer that question for fear of enlightening a fool. But in the ever-gracious mercy of the Messiah, I will answer your question and enlighten you. Scientia est potentia. North."
Ah, excellent. Thank you, wise tech priest. I shall make sure to write it down in my report.
As will I.
Mm-hmm.
He turns to continue the maintenance of the large refining conduit that appears to be running through the wall there.
Alrighty, I'm going to go down the stairs.
Okay.
And north. So across the bridge. You want to...
You do, in fact, see a passage north.
Yep. I'm just going to walk here. Just stop me if I need to stop to see something.
Sure thing. Okay. So yeah, you continue north there. And I'm just going to move your token. One moment. So when I view something from a perspective of a token, and then I change over to a scene, it maintains that sense of perspective, and I have to physically go back and fix that. Okay, Goof Troop, why don't you guys go ahead and proceed?
Anything in this room apart from the dead servitor?
Just the spill in a large conduit that vibrates and hums with fluid running through it.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
It kind of glows with the sickly green that illuminates the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep moving forward.
So, in the small storage room, you can clearly see the body of what appears to have once been a bandit. You can see that it's slumped against the wall, and there is several dried blood stains splattered all across the room. His or her body appears to have been utterly eviscerated before being left to rot, and this one appears fresh in relative comparison to all the other servitors that you have found, and so much so that there are, in fact, maggots crawling through its stomach.
Yeah, this was definitely full human, Corporal, and it appears to have died soon. I'm gonna move in.
The smell is overpowering, and you feel your eyes tingle even through the
Do
mask.
I see any equipment on the bandit?
This bandit appears to... There are several bullet casings scattered all across the room, and it appears to the last moment he was mag dumping his standard pattern autogun.
So, how many mags do I find for the autogun?
There are 6 magazines, completely empty, and hundreds of rounds of expended ammunition.
Well, this guy appears to have fired a lot of bullets, Corporal. I think we should better watch out with what we can find here.
If you don't have your mask on, go ahead and put it on. I'm assuming everyone had their mask on.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna conduct a medical exam on the body to see.
Go for
try
it.
to determine how it died. Nope, that's 100.
You want to re-roll that just so I can see if it's broken?
Alright.
You just suck. So yeah, you get down there and you get a good look at those maggots, and those maggots are looking very healthy. They're wiggling with quite a bit of wiggly movement and
Vigor.
what?
I was saying, you were looking for a word, I was going to say vigor.
Yes, vigor. Gotcha.
Vigorous maggots.
Vigorous maggots and a very unvigorous patient. Steel, what you doing?
Let us see. Shall continue north.
A sea of lettuce.
Let's see. Cross over the bridge towards his servitor.
Mm-hmm. You can see the servitor is busy at work cleaning up the various spills of the material. And you see a Misha, and Misha turns and he looks, and Misha goes deathly pale, and he grabs you, Fedorov, by the shoulder and says, "Contact, contact!"
Okay, I'm gonna.
Hello, fleshy meatbags. Hello, Misha. You're not a servitor yet.
You guys hear a horrible static crackling emanating from the south.
I'm
what
gonna-
the fuck is that?
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
order
immediately
Django
move.
back, and we're gonna pull back. I'm prepping a grenade on this corner, ready to lob a grenade around it.
So Tony or Piotr, you peer around the corner and you can see a dead servitor, and hunched over that dead servitor is what appears to be a 2-meter tall hulking abomination covered in various silts and stuff, and it looks like it crawled right out of a Catachan death swamp.
I don't know what is this, Corporal, but I don't think it's friendly. Should I light it up?
Nah,
I
let's
wave
pull
my
back.
hands.
You wave your hands, and you guys can see these multiple limbs flailing as the creature outstretches its limbs, appearing as if it wants to eviscerate you.
Oh,
For the love of God, just throw
I
it
think
around
he's gonna
him.
attack, Corporal.
My lip
Pull
that
back.
has the melta
Pull
gun shoots the
back,
ceiling.
Django, start running back. Everyone, back.
I'm just shooting the ceiling with the melta gun.
You guys watch as a lance of melta emanates and hits the ceiling and illuminating the whole room. And you guys can taste the ozone through your mask as the superheated material heats the air around you guys.
We're gonna hold in a firing line
Yep.
here. We
Why
hold
do
and
my
wait.
friends leave me?
I'm hearing descriptions of a 6-arm monster, so I'm prepping the grenade launcher.
Oh yeah, that thing's move around the corner. I'm firing up
Hmm.
the flamer.
I look at the servitor in front of me as he works, and I pick him up. Go check on them.
Yeah, so
And shove them towards there.
where are you aiming? Just there in front?
I'm just gonna throw at that bridge area there.
Okay.
I'm gonna toss the servitor there.
You guys watch as one of the desiccated servitors flies through the air, colliding with a loud crash on the bridge
I
before
shoot it repeatedly.
before rolling into the
Yeah, I immediately
runoff.
fire the flamethrower.
Okay, so yeah, you let loose a gout of flame as you guys light up that dead servitor, and yeah, you guys absolutely perforate that thing.
At this
What a
point,
waste
I
of
am
a servitor. I just sent him to say hello.
I'm yelling over the radio, Cogboy, we've got some monster coming after us. Where are you at?
You have a monster? I'm fighting a bunch of retards right now.
You guys can
Better
hear him
voice
very
me.
clearly through the mic.
What's a retard?
I just threw a servitor to greet you guys, and you shot it.
This
Wait,
appears
there's
to
the
be
cowboy?
a
Ray
miscommunication.
scratches his ear and looks at you and Misha and says, "Blue on blue."
Something like that. Why don't you come around the corner, Cogboy?
I don't know. You kind of just shot up the friend I sent in front of me.
Come
So I
slowly.
did kind of toss him.
Watch it, something may aid him. He may be talking to us from inside something's stomach right now.
I doubt it. I shall come forward. Stand by.
Slowly, cockboy.
Hello.
Yeah, you guys watch as he emerges, and you can kind of make out the. Well, you can't make out much of anything because your sight lines are.
Crap.
Yeah, we don't see anything yet.
Oh, I shall step forward into the light that your puny, fleshy eyes can see.
Yeah, step forward slowly before I show you some bigger light.
Yeah, you guys hear him over the comm beat as he approaches you guys, but you only hear the static coming from his vocal cords, and yeah, it's a. You now see a two-limbed with a single servo-armed, robed, power armor wearing engine seer, who's been AWOL as of late, and he's covered head to toe in the runoff, and he drips with a silt-like material.
It's alright, the power armor helped my fall in a giant liquid bath of excrement.
Corporal, should I give him a quick flame bath?
Hold on that. Go ahead and
Also,
lead us
we've been
back,
given a
Tony.
new task by the local tech priest. This facility needs to be fully operational.
And I assume you hold up the data slate, right?
Yep.
So you guys
What are you
watch.
yammering
You,
on?
you guys watch as he holds up a very large, very important-looking data slate with lots of pretty colors and additional RAM upgrades. It could probably easily run at least 2 Chrome browsers at once.
Huh. Did he tell you how to get this facility operational, Cogboy?
He said just travel north. He was very sarcastic, even for a tech priest. I shall file it in my report.
Did
Okay,
you ever
Cogboy, why
stop
don't you
to
lead
think
the way
about
then if you
asking-
know where we're going?
Did you think to ask maybe why there's a tech priest in an installation that was held by bandits? I mean,
I
That seems rather
attempted to, but he threw it off as
Well,
being irrelevant.
To your right, actually, Steel, you can see one of these bandits, and he has clearly been ripped apart by someone or something.
Looks like the servitors had their fun with him.
What servitors?
Servitors south of us are still functional. Though,
Yeah, gesturing to the servitor, to the general direction, you can see the out of the corner of your vision the servitor that was scorched, shot, ripped apart by your squad's hail of gunfire.
I'm just gonna look at the corporal and back away slowly.
I doubt any of these servitors are still alive. Or were ever still alive at the point we came in.
either way, the objective should be north.
We are coming from
Now,
there.
did the tech priest give you any hint that if we set this plant up, that's how it's gonna be uninhabitable down here?
He said it would increase productivity.
Huh. Okay, well, why don't you lead the way? And be careful not to touch anybody.
Yes, and mind the liquid. It is not good. It does not taste good.
I don't like this corporal.
What does it taste like?
Calm. It tastes like calmness. Let us go now.
I'm gonna kind of pull Ray back out of the way.
I'm
Oh,
gonna get a couple syringes of calmness to see what this stuff might be for later.
Cogboy, we're heading north.
Yes, there should be a side passage over this way, fleshy one. Oh, wait a minute, I have been mistaken. Yes, we must go back your way.
Well,
I'm not
then,
standing
You still
near
have
the tech
noticed
priest.
I I recommend holding your breath as I pass.
To clarify, it's industrial runoff. It's not human runoff.
Probably still smells like death.
Oh, it smells like death. It just doesn't smell like that kind of death.
Yeah, but could be poisonous.
Oh, another servitor.
Yeah, a dead one.
Don't touch me, cockboy.
Yeah, you can see the servitor hard at work. Why don't you make me a willpower roll?
Now has to be examined and
You can clearly see the servitor is still functioning, and in fact, its subroutines have it currently cleaning up a spill from the pipes.
Despite me being Metal Man and being resistant to psychic powers, it still hurts. Okay, let's see. Do I have anything that can improve that? Nope, nothing else. Yep, he's still working. Continue the good work. As I point my servitor, mechadendrite at the servitor and give him some
Cockboy, he's dead.
He's working right now.
No, he's dead.
Cogboy, I think you need a system reset.
Either I need a system reset or he is working and all of you are fleshy errors.
You need a system reset.
Oh, you need a system reset, alright?
Yeah, there's more of us having the same.
Yes,
Pretty sure we
numerical
shot that
advantage
thing a few
usually
times.
means something is wrong.
Why don't you make me an intelligence roll? An intelligence roll there.
Would this be logic or?
Yes, logic sounds fine actually.
It's a logical deduction.
So
And that has one more degree.
Okay, so 4 degrees. So you go through the process of doing a systems check, and you find that your systems are in fact operational, minus the reduced visual and auditory performance. And you go through your logic routines, and you come to the conclusion that the effects of the industrial runoff most likely has an effect that was previously unknown or still unknown that is affecting your companions even through the rebreathers. It's entirely possible that they could be seeing a dead servitor while you are correctly seeing a living servitor and that they are hallucinating.
There are only two outcomes in this. Either I am correct and you are all been exposed to dangerous chemicals without Mechanicus implants, or I am perfectly fine.
Just say the word, Corporal.
We've all had our mask on the entire time down here. You're the one that fell into a vat of it without a mask.
You would note, Steele, that the mask does not work with 100% effectiveness.
I have my own integrated mask, though.
Okay, Cogboy, lead us off north.
Plus, I'm in power armor.
And I'm just gonna kind of nudge Tony over there and tell him to be ready.
Oh yeah, I'm moving right behind him with the flamer on him.
My character just takes a sit next to this barrel.
Cogboy, we're
Prove
moving
once and
north.
for all that I am correct.
What are you
Go
doing?
for it, Viper.
I'm having the medic look at me.
Okay. What is he looking at?
Do a general fleshy diagnosis.
Gotcha.
Alright, I'll check his flesh bits.
Give me an understanding, though. Where are you starting? What are you ending with?
Well,
Check
since
my
he-
head.
Yeah, I was gonna start with his head and work it my way down to whatever's not mechanical.
So a head-to-toe assessment.
Yep.
Wonderful. Go ahead and make me a roll.
That's 2.5 degrees of success.
Yeah, so you take assessment, and you find that the various points of flesh that are exposed through his power armor are still intact. There's some light abrasions from a location where he might have scraped his skin. But other than that, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. His breathing, which you determined to be completely artificial through an augmetic set of rebreathers located in his chest cavity where his lungs probably were, seemed to be They sound fine. Maybe a little bit of crackle from some fluid overload, but nothing out of the ordinary. He might have a light case of pneumonia, but it's honestly nothing that's extremely alarming given his present condition. And doing a general health assessment, you find nothing out of the ordinary. Perhaps if you had more perhaps if you were more technically inclined, you could determine the various function of his components. But as of now, they are a mystery to you and your party.
Well, Cockboy, your flesh bits look pretty much fine. I could tell that you have a little bit of, sounds like some water in your rebreather system. So you might want to flush that.
Very odd indeed. You're saying the flesh is operational, and my tech diagnoses are coming up green except for vision errors.
Sorry.
Servitors alive.
To specify, you have a reduction of 24% to your visual and auditory.
Yes, I have a reduction to my efficiency.
Which
and senses.
The average engine seer running off of his components would probably easily see 50% deficiencies during combat situations.
So nothing major is being.
You're within margins.
Yeah.
Okay, Cogboy, lead us off north.
Affirmative.
I still have the flamethrower.
When we get back to camp, you're getting checked out.
Agreed. So
Yeah,
is
I'll definitely
everyone.
want to inspect the fluids samples I grab.
Beware the green light. It is nice and calming.
Please move.
Another servitor hard at work.
Yeah, and you can in fact see the servitor is scrubbing away at the side wall there.
Keep on scrubbing.
I'm taking notes of what the things he says periodically.
You guys watch as he steps through the gunk, leaving several footprints behind.
Okay, let's Are we going back up the elevator?
Well, there's a move.
There's
There's a passage north. It's everything movement wise is marked with red to make it clearly distinguishable.
Do not worry about the green substance. It provides calm.
Yeah, I'll be calm when I'm out of here.
With that, I am inclined to agree. It is a nice facility, but not like what I used to. Let us proceed. It must be improved, though.
I am quite curious about what calmness tastes like.
Don't encourage him.
Here you guys would
update.
Here you guys would have to proceed in a single file line.
Alrighty, I shall go first.
I'm second.
Yeah, you can clearly see a few servitors off to your left there. One appears to be performing a maintenance routine on the refining conduit. You, of course, note an intruder properly disposed of, face down in the... oh, sorry. There you go.
On the other map.
Yeah, there you go. You note that there is a intruder face down in the water, plainly ripped apart by something or someone. And there are several servitors going about their work.
What do we see?
The servitors have disposed of the intruder.
You see darkness, unless you can see something.
Yeah, I can see the...
Yeah, we can see 3 dead bodies.
Nonsense. Yep. The servitors are fully operational, though their original people are likely Repurposed.
Let's keep going, Tech Priest.
Trying to figure out a path.
Lead us out
through.
north. Actually, you have better eyes than what we do, so take us the quickest path north, the most efficient path north, as some would say.
Yeah, the moment you say better
error,
eyes.
Not seeing direct path north. Redirecting.
Back up, fellas. Clear the bridge.
Redirect west. Towards I-75.
Oh no. It's gonna be like the early 90s when GPSs would lead you off cliffs.
Please turn left. Have a nice day.
Proceed north.
Cogboy, slow down up there.
Yeah,
Footpath.
yeah, Cogboy, imagine you had bad eyes like us. How would you take us to where we want to be?
I look at the smallest person in the group.
Would you like to
holds
reduce
up a
the
finger,
function?
and I pick up a person.
Would you like to reduce the function of your visual sensors?
Yes, I shall reduce the function of my visual sensors and see what happens. How does a normal person see?
Yeah, now imagine that you have no metal on your body, and how do you think we're gonna move through where you're moving?
Flail your fleshy limbs about as it propels you through the water's surface.
I'm making the decision for you, Cogboy. Get back up here and go west.
Affirmative. It is also good they dispose of the intruder into the water. It shall provide more waste.
Whatever you say, Cogboy.
Water.
I head to the servitor that's working.
Corporal, do we know he's...
Yeah, you can
doesn't
clearly
seem
see. You can clearly see this one is hard at work scrubbing the floor.
Excuse me, fine servitor. I must move past you.
Corporal,
Would you
does he
kindly
know
move
they're
from me and my
dead?
fleshy compatriots?
Like, he's gotta know. He's obviously playing a trick on us.
Does the servitor move?
Lafayette, would you
Yes.
do me a favor and roll a willpower check?
Yes.
That didn't work.
Misha grabs your shoulder, and you look up. You look at what he's pointing at, in time to see a Petrovesk bandit creeping up the side of the incline there, before hoisting himself up onto the ledge and very stealthily creeps forward north. And you can see not just one, but several men moving north, weapons drawn.
Watch it, guys. I just spotted bandits north. And I'm going to be moving to cover, or moving.
Honest, Corporal.
Let's keep moving west. They're gone now. They've already gone too far north to see.
Has the servitor moved out of my way yet? I must fulfill my purpose just as it fulfills his.
The servitor continues to clean without budging.
Cogboy, grab him and throw him in the water.
Omniscience forget.
Piotr, would you?
Comes out, pashes it.
Yeah, Piotr, would you make me a willpower roll? You watch as the cogboy lifts the servitor in the air and casts him down to the water, and for a moment, as you're watching him fall, you swear you saw him moving.
Corporal?
Yeah.
Call me crazy, but I think our cogboy is up to something. I swear I saw that body move.
I'm telling you, the servitors are operational.
Ray looks at you and says, "Yeah, he just threw the body. What are you talking about?"
No, no, like move while he was getting thrown, not just get thrown.
Ignore it for now. We got bandits north. We gotta move. Cogboy, lead us out.
Affirmative.
You step through the green gunk and you continue to feel a sense of calm despite the infraction of throwing a hard at work servitor. Let's say that slick there is not enough to warrant some difficulty. You're able to move past that green spill without slipping.
Say it's like 2 feet.
Let us proceed.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
I have found a passage that redirects us. Let us move. Waiting for the others to catch up. Also, I am still injured, I just realized.
Go ahead and pause for a moment.
I guess when he did that Medicaid, it also, I mean, he could have healed your fleshy bits since he did get a success on it.
I was on the holo.
Go ahead and continue.
Alrighty.
So you enter a large room, and ahead of you, Steel, you spot 2 servitors hard at work, ripping open a bandit, while another 2 roll one of the bandit's bodies into the very concentrated pool of refined material.
Excellent. More nourishment for the waste dumps.
Piotr, you
The
hear
servitors are killing their enemies for us.
Yeah, Piotr, you hear him say excellent as he describes what he sees.
What's going on up front, Cowboy?
Lots of limbs being torn asunder as our enemies are ripped limb from limb. By servitors.
Yeah, Corporal who's talking about fighting up ahead, but I don't see or hear anything.
I keep a lookout. I saw bandits running up here. Let's move out into the out of this hallway.
Proceeding.
We're all funneled up.
I don't
Fighting
like this.
directly east of us.
The room opens up into a large area.
Strange.
Viper, would you make me a Medicaid, or sorry, not a Medicaid roll, but a willpower?
Alright.
You marvel at the size of this location, and you hear the hum of refining equipment in the distant area directly above you. And looking around, you see servitors hard at work, going through various functions, and you watch as they step around the rotting bodies of the bandits. But for a moment, you have this sense of wonder and the idea that, you know, this is a chemical refining plant. This is your environment. You want to learn more about what's going on with that material, and you wish you could collect some samples directly from that source right there.
Okay. I will move closer. Cogboy, on that data slate, do you happen to know what kind of chemicals they are refining here?
Let me examine it real quick. Stand by.
Go ahead and make a tech use.
A quick out of character thing, stream. That guy that posted on your stream, that's like a scammer.
Which one?
Right, Serve Matter guy. It's leading to a virus website. So I don't know if you can delete the comments or not.
Which one was it?
The most recent comments, that guy's profile.
Let me take a look.
Don't go to the website.
Yeah. I'm not seeing any chat.
Not seeing it by the right serve matter header 82 June guy.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah, Matt. Actually, why don't you also willpower check on whether you go to
Yeah.
the website?
Yeah. Roll.
Here, I'll post it in TeamSpeak.
No. Don't. What are you posting in my TeamSpeak?
I was just gonna post the guy's screen name so you can look it up.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and do that.
Actually, not see it on the chat.
Nope. And when I search it, it does not come up in the. Yeah,
Maybe you can see it later.
probably. Well, don't click on any links you see in chat. How about that?
Sounds like a plan.
Also, if you're using a pop-up blocker, that would be advisable.
Yep, 8 degrees.
So while the medic and the cowboy are talking gibberish, can I check my air canister?
Sure. So, Steel, you hunch over the slate, and you can clearly see that the readouts on the materials that you're using, apparently they possess anomalous properties, previously unknown material, and it appears to be refined from the raw rock of the mountain itself. So, taking rare earth metals, they're able to refine it into a substance that is such. So,
Apparently, they were refining substances and caused anomalous effects from the mountain.
well, no. The refined materials possess anomalous effects.
They were refining the anomalous materials.
Any idea if it's dangerous or not?
It does not directly list any side effects.
Okay. Out of question. What mechadendrites do you have?
Utility mechadendrite, which I took into account when doing that test, and the servo arm.
Okay, because I was trying to see if you had something that might be able to help me gather some from this without us having to get into it.
No, I don't have anything.
Hey, Cogboy, if your servitors are working, why don't you have them fill one of the canisters?
They do, because I am not part of this facility, they are not responding to my inquiries.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Piotr, you note that he's looking at a blank data slate that the two are going over, and Viper, you can clearly see the glowing screen of the data slate as he scrolls through the material readouts, and yeah, nothing out of the ordinary occurs to you.
Okay.
Django, how you doing?
I'm doing well. My character's kind of sitting there wondering if he should just throw himself in the vat of acid and end it all, or...
Great. Would you make me a willpower check?
I can.
Oh God.
Hey, I did it.
You know, looking around, you have a moment of clarity, and you think to yourself that, you know, your filters or something about your math seems off, because you taste this copper taste in your mouth, and you realize very quickly that it's actually the blood. It's most likely the blood coming from your tongue.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't taste so good. Yeah, that does not feel. No, yeah.
What are you guys up to?
Okay, Cogboy.
Yeah, I wanted
What-
to check my rebreather, the air canister.
Okay. What are you doing to check it?
I just want to like check if I can.
You're doing a
tell if everything
functions check,
works.
for instance.
Yeah, everything works correctly. Yeah.
Yeah, you do a functions check, and the green light turns green, and everything appears to be working fine.
Hey, Corporal, do we know what kind of chemicals they were finding down here?
No, but the quicker we turn this facility on to ruin the whole place, the quicker we can get out of here. Cogboy, lead us on.
Yes.
let's go.
Affirmative. Across the bridge we go. More servitors.
Hello,
Excuse
friends.
us. Don't mind us. We do not want to interfere with your work. Continue on with
Oh,
productivity
they don't mind us.
quotas.
Don't worry about them.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yes, just don't step on them, lest they react.
What do you mean on them?
I mean,
Yeah.
don't just
Means
interfere
don't
with
kick their
them.
legs
yes.
or something when they're sticking their legs out.
Ah, look, another dead bandit.
Ray speaks up and says, "Yeah, I'd react too if you stepped on my foot. Dead or not."
Shut up, Ray.
Yeah, don't encourage him, man.
Lafayette, why don't you make me another willpower check for why don't you make one for our friend there?
Bishop.
Yeah.
Bishop.
Okay. As you guys are progressing forward, you find that Bishop is not behind you, and he's turned around, staring at the servitor. Misha tugs on your sleeve, and you look and you see him standing very close to the corpse of the servitor.
Bishop,
you okay
what's
there,
up?
Bishop?
He turns back to you with a pale face and says, "Corporal, I can see them moving too."
I keep
Well,
telling
shit.
you the servitors are working. You're the ones that are breaking.
Shut up,
Yeah,
Cogboy.
Yeah, cut it, Cogboy. You're not helping it.
No, the servitors in this room seem functional. I'm got no issues
Okay,
with them.
fellas, it's clear something's fucked up about this place, so let's keep moving.
Hey, Cogboy. I want to look at these boxes, see if these like have lids or something that we could use, real quick.
You may interfere with their work cycles, but very well.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So lifting one of the lids of one of the unsecured crates, you find that it's contained with several vials of green material, and it appears to be housed in a near translucent obsidian-like material, capped on either end with on either end with a silvery material that gives it a round transistor appearance. You guys know what transistor looks like?
Yep.
I do.
Yes.
Pyotr's pretty paranoid at this point after Bishop also seeing movement. So what he's going to do is going to pull out a detox injector and he's going to use it on himself.
Okay. You feel a icy chill pass through your body as the antitoxins go to work.
Oh no, it makes them sick. Like
Yeah, no. You feel uncomfortable because of what you just did. It is not a good feeling you're having right now.
Do each of us have a detox?
You should.
everybody should have.
Yep. One.
Should.
You-
Let's see how you react first.
Yeah.
Well, you feel ill from taking detox, but continue on, guys. It's not like he told you all, hey, take,
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of these
User joined your
vials.
channel.
But what I really wanted him to do was to see if we use the servo arm to pick it up and scoop up some of the liquid that's in the
User
in
left
this
your
big
channel.
pool.
Channel edited.
Sure thing. So you're just filling your pockets, like any good
Well,
guardsman.
Yes, because I definitely want to know more about this chemical. I mean, it might be useful. It might
Right.
advance my acid tricks.
Let us move forward.
How many of those vials did I grab?
How many do you want?
How many were in the box?
Don't take too many from the facility.
Hundreds, if not thousands, because So far, every crate you've passed potentially contains them.
Would you say they're about the size of an injector?
No, I would say they're about 1 kilogram vials. The size of a...
Like a fist?
The size of a 16 fluid ounce water bottle.
Okay, I'll grab like 3 of them.
Hoarding.
Hey, I'm just taking 3. I could have taken like
Again.
a box.
Still hoarding, even after discussion about carry weights. Continuing on. I mean, by that logic, why not take 1,000?
Because I can't carry it.
I can with my servo arm. No, then I just crush it. Never mind. Proceeding forward.
Give me a moment. I will be calling a 15-minute break soon.
Alrighty.
I need to vent all the excess heat out of my room.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, continuing on. Transitioning you guys now. God, my abdomen fucking hurts.
As I'm walking by the box, I grab 2 more bottles.
What'd you do to it?
I was doing abdominal isolation.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Alright, you guys are on the next scene.
Let us proceed forward, fleshy comrades.
While you were viewing the data slate, it was stating you need to be connecting it to Control Station B.
Let us proceed to Control Station B.
Okay. Have we seen any signs saying where it is? If it's
More dead people.
You guys can see clearly there are many dead bandits, and these look quite fresh.
Yeah, this place is a
Okay, what the
slaughterhouse,
hell is killing
Corporal.
all these bandits?
I don't know.
I don't know, fellas. Let's just keep moving west.
I want to check one of the bodies. Are they
Yeah.
decomposed or not yet?
Viper, you wanna?
Yeah, I'm gonna check them.
Because something is fucking up these bandits. Something fierce.
That is.
So, as you stoop down to examine this corpse, you clearly see that there is fresh arterial blood still emanating from the several wounds. It looks like this one's throat was ripped out along with its intestines, and you can clearly see, as you're doing your examination, that the arterial bleeding is still fresh and looks like it only recently subsided. You would say that the cause of death was most likely the loss of blood, and feeling the blood between your fingertips, you note that their corpses in this cold environment are in fact steaming from the hot red blood that's been spilled.
Alright, guys. These guys just recently died.
You would say the time of death was within moments ago.
Yeah, this might have been that group of
Bandits. Yeah.
bandits you saw coming up here. Like, the blood's not even tacky.
Yeah, but we heard no fighting.
Well, I would definitely suggest everybody have guns at the ready.
Oh, yeah, I already had them out.
Yep.
Cogboy, lead us out west, across this bridge.
Cagboy, are you still moving with decreased vision?
I am still moving with decreased vision.
Could you please increase it as best you can?
Increasing to maximum.
Thank you.
I see everything.
Yes, we...
You see many more servitors hard at work in the adjoining tunnels.
Yes, let us turn around and go west. There's nothing that way. Nothing at all.
Piotr, would you make me an awareness check?
Yep.
Yeah, I think these guys picked a fight with the servitors and lost horribly.
So don't pick fights with servitors.
Yeah, that's a success.
You hear a scream as you pass past the on the left side coming from the doorway here, and it sounds like a very wet, meaty scream.
Guns
Does
up.
anyone else hear this, or is it
We
just
got
him?
contacts.
Just him. He was the only one that rolled awareness.
I can hear screaming, Corporal, from left.
Are you sure you're still not?
I don't hear any screaming.
I'm not hearing anything.
You do not hear the screams anymore, but you do make out a very meaty, wet sound.
Yeah, there's something there, Corporal. We need to check it.
Okay,
I don't want it
Cogboy,
behind
lead
our
the way.
backs.
We still need to proceed on objective. We can just plant explosives and leave it.
We still need to get there in order to plant explosives, Cowboy.
No, plant explosives on that passage if you heard something. It's not your paranoia.
Yeah, what if that's your station there? I'm gonna move.
The marker says head north. We keep going north.
Well, no, there's no marker. It's you were given instructions to move north. They didn't say how far north.
Okay, Cogboy, follow him in there.
Affirmative.
So as you round a corner, you see a truly sickening sight. You see a servitor, its thumbs push through this man's eyes. It's his throat ripped open, and you watch as he splits its skull down the center. Would you please make me a fear check?
It's at a +10.
It's what do you get?
Resistance fear.
Yeah, go ahead and make a +10.
Of course.
Cat.
How many degrees of failure was that total?
4.
Well, do we round up?
Yes.
5.
Go ahead and roll me a 1d100. Tony's next character is going to be nothing but willpower.
Oh, just 17.
Oh yeah.
Well, 17 plus 10 for every degree of failure.
So that's a 60.
So 67.
Okay. You are frozen in terror.
Cogboy, don't let us push up.
You're frozen in terror, preventing others from passing.
Cogboy, force him forward. We can't be stuck here.
I push him gently forward with the servo arm, just kind of pushing him with a single digit as his leg pushes him towards his fear. Face your fear.
Yeah, so you move him forward. And as you round the corner, you can see a very, very rotting bandit with a large tear in its stomach and its blood and its innards spilling out. It looks like someone has crushed its skull recently. And you can see a servitor hard at work scrubbing away at the green stuff. And you can see that its limbs, its hands specifically, are covered in blood.
Ah, good work, servitor. Continue the hard work of scrubbing away the blood in excess. Waste.
Piotr is frozen in abject fear and terror.
I shall approach the servitor and congratulate him.
Yeah, so you go through the standard process of printing out a sticker of acceptable accolade and applying it liberally to the servitor's
I put it
skull.
on his forehead.
Yes.
I then grab Piotr and move him closer to congratulate him on killing our enemies.
I'm doing my best to not let myself be touched by anyone, especially the cogboy. Because I don't know if I'm crazy, but I'm sure he is.
Trooper Fedorov, would you please make me a willpower check?
Sure. A 100.
One of us.
Misha yelps as a man grasps at his foot and you both look down, and you can see a man holding his ankle, his throat missing, blood squirting from his ruptured arteries, and he's mouthing out the words, "Help me, help me," before he succumbs to blood loss. Would you please both make me a fear test? Well, sorry. Would you make me a fear test, and would you have Bishop also make me a fear test? Django, you turn around hearing Misha yelp, and it looks like he stepped on the hand of the dead bandit.
I mean, if you're scared of dead corpses, Misha, maybe, I don't know, avoid stepping on dead corpses? Might be a suggestion.
Oh, look at that. We are unfucking...
Yeah, can I have...
You've seen enough people die to not be terrified by this.
I mean, I roll an 8 and Bishop rolls a 10.
Can I have Lafayette roll for me for a few of
Yeah, well, I don't know. He just rolled 100. Did you see that 100 he rolled?
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
Well, he can roll for me after the first one. You know, he can
gotcha.
roll the second one. Yeah.
Keep pushing down this hallway. We gotta get out of here.
So while they're dealing with the dead body, I was examining this corpse over here, see how long ago this body might have died.
Sure. Roll me a willpower.
Willpower?
Or, roll me a Medicaid.
Yeah, 2.7. Degrees of success.
Okay.
Yeah, he rolled it before the...
You would make the assertion that this individual has been dead for quite a while, although his skull looks like it was freshly ripped open.
Okay.
Judging by the maggots crawling through his brain.
Am I able to tell if it was split open from the outside or inside?
You are not able to ascertain that.
Oh.
Let us proceed forward.
Making another note in my journal.
We need to get out of here, Corporal.
The only way we're getting out of here is going forward.
To them?
We got a job to do.
It looks like
You either
forward
die
is through
here or
the
you
wall.
die to a commissar back at base.
Steel and Viper, you both hear the clack, clack, clack of auto guns as you guys are nearing the control station.
Can I move forward?
Sure, go ahead. Why not? You're not in combat.
No, because he was in stunned fear. That's why he's asking.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
I
I mean,
Smack Django on the back of his head. and tell him to get down.
consider how many rounds it takes. You hear screaming as the auto guns continue to clack, clack, clack.
How brave Django.
Guys, I hear we got weapons fire up ahead.
Oh god,
Let's
Bishop's
just
stuck
cross the
in
wall.
Bishop is stuck in a wall. Maybe I can get him.
Oh, we're moving south, got it. I thought we were going north.
You moved him through the crack in the wall.
Come along, the water is optimal.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near that water.
Would you like to try to jump it? It's only 2
that's
meters.
The only way.
Improvise a bridge from the crates in the room.
There is crates in this room,
Yeah,
so we
there are
could.
a bunch of crates right here in that room we just walked through. So that'd be a good idea to move those to make a bridge.
Okay, so while you guys are doing that, Steel, you're gonna keep moving forward?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so as you round the corner, you can clearly see that there's several... you guys are going to have to wait for the bridge, though. Behind you, you hear your companions begin to pile boxes, and as you near forward, you watch as 2 servitors continue to rip and tear these bandit intruders.
Yes, destroy them. Destroy the intruders to this realm.
And you watch as they go about tearing the throats, and they begin pulling the tails of intestines from their stomach as their contents spill across the floor.
Yes, the flesh is weak.
You guys successfully continue or complete your bridge.
Good news, the servitors have claimed another intruder.
And you can see the control station. And Viper, you round the corner to see that 2 servitors are hard at work cleaning up after themselves after viciously eviscerating 2 men. Would you please make me a fear test?
I'm not afraid.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Looks like a Medicaid tent to you.
Yep.
And Piethor, as you round the corner, you see a very similar horror to what you just witnessed. Still shaken by the last one, you recoil.
Medic, do you see the servitor alive?
Yeah, the servitors are cleaning up. It looks like they just killed off the bandits that we heard the autogun fire. Now they're cleaning up after themselves.
So they're alive?
Yeah, they're alive and moving.
Oh, I'm not crazy.
Actually, since we entered this newer area, with everything seemed to be alive.
Looks at the dead flesh on the ground. Debatable.
So,
Well, were.
Viper, did you want to... Well, sorry, Viper, you can clearly... Or not Viper. Steel, you can clearly see that there is a open slot for your data slate.
I placed a data slate in.
Okay. It takes a moment, and you watch as the Linux boots up, and you hear several whirring and clicks from the terminal as several mechanical processes begin. Levers are flicked, switches are turned, knobs are tuned, and the preset settings of the data slate are transmitted over to the terminal. And you can hear a chugging sound begin to move throughout the facility, and you can hear a sound much like a train, a locomotive picking up steam, as the facility begins reaching optimal efficiency. On the readouts, you can see that the nuclear reactor the rods have descended, and the reactor is now producing at a efficiency of 89%, whereas previously it would have only been 7%. And despite this, however, the emergency lights continue to stay on, and as it's not optimal for the working environment of servitors and tech priests.
Do we hear the things like picking up?
Oh yes, you guys clearly hear the facility is reactivated. And with that, we're going to take a 15. Alright, sorry about that, I had a phone call.
Yeah, next time your point, man, medic.
What was that, Tony, about you not wanting to play point man again?
No, it's about him, falling.
Oh, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, man.
Uh-huh. I think you just have bad timing.
Yeah, I know.
Or you have good timing.
He did a great job. You killed that guy very dead.
Okay. That man is in fact very dead. Continuing on. What's your plan?
I don't have control actually over the token for some reason. Oh, sorry, that's my bad.
Are you guys gonna bug the fuck out?
Yes, we are. Cogboy, do you have any maps of this facility?
None. The tech priest was not inclined to share.
Does this terminal over here have any way you would have a map of this facility?
I
If you were
shall
to access
examine it.
I want you finding the quickest way out of here and leading that way.
Go
I
ahead and
shall
roll
find the
tech
most
use.
efficient. I'm gonna fate point. There we go, 9 degrees.
From 100 to 2.
Wow, this game. Yeah, so you find the information you're looking for in the form of a diagnostic readout indicating that of the 6 or so elevators that are previously in function, only one of them is currently functioning at this time, or being it's not submerged under a a deluge of bricks and mortar.
We gotta go the back the way we came.
Lead on.
I don't know where I came. I fell through a hole.
It's where we met up.
Ah. Let us travel then.
I'm seeing what's in this box. So there's more of those bottles of green stuff.
Go ahead and roll me a willpower check.
Willpower? Okay.
It's severed heads.
Any modifiers?
Nope.
Also, is Tony okay? We never checked on him after the...
You open the crate, and there is in fact a crate of heads. Thanks, Steel, for ruining that surprise.
Wait, what?
Django?
There is a box full of screaming severed heads. Why don't you go ahead and make me a willpower check? Or, sorry, no. Make me a willpower check for resisting fear.
Who is that? Me that you're talking to, or is that?
No, he's talking to me.
Thank God.
But I'm really jaded, you know.
Well, that would be a negative 20 test. So that's a horrifying thing that you just saw. Wait a minute, hold on. This might qualify for the next one. No, it's a negative 20. It's horrifying. So, fear 3.
So this doesn't. So jaded doesn't work against us.
No.
I thought it was anything that wasn't just warpy. But okay.
No, that's resisting fear 1.
All right. You said willpower.
So that's we're going to round that up to a 4 degrees of failure.
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, go ahead and roll then.
All right, and you said that is going to be a negative. All right, so
Negative 20.
Negative 20. Is that after we add the fear resistance?
Do you
Yeah,
have
so
fear
minus
resistance,
10.
or do you have jaded?
I have both.
Okay, so add the necessary modifier, so it should be a plus 10. Or no, sorry, so it should be, so jaded doesn't give you, it gives you resistance to, or just lets you ignore straight up fear 1, disturbing. Fear resistance gives you how much? How much resistance does it give you?
Plus 10.
Okay, so you're at a negative 10. Okay, go ahead and roll me a 1d100.
Fate point.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and fate point to auto pass that.
You're gonna burn your fate points now?
Just burn one of use one of them.
Okay. Yeah, so you blink and you quickly replace the lid.
And then
Anything interesting in there?
Yeah,
You
so
cannot
that-
see this man even looking at a crate. Why would you be asking him? Look at your positioning relative to his. He's at the back of the conga line, you're at the front of the conga line.
And this
Actually,
Congo line needs to
hurriedly
get fucking
do-
moving.
I actually hurriedly
Yep.
bypass, just like walk past everybody at a brisk walk.
No, man, Piotr is running behind the detectives. He wants out.
Call me crazy, and yet you keep walking right behind me. Hypocritical flesh bag.
Yeah, I don't care, man. I just want out.
Oh, look, there's our friendly servitor. Keep up the good work dismembering.
Django, you want to make me a willpower check?
Sure.
Why don't you guys halt that conga train, just to make sure? Or you can keep going. It doesn't, no skin off my back.
Oh yeah, no, I fail horribly.
So as you're walking across the bridge, you suddenly realize that Guns is drowning in the pool of water, and in a split-second reaction, you rush in to help him, and the two of you are now up to your necks in water, struggling to stay afloat, and across the surface of the water, you can see several small crawling insects approaching you.
I push guns towards the insects and then crawl out of the water.
Yep. Go ahead and make me a climb test.
Hold on. Let me find it. I can't find climb under anything.
It should be either athletics or just straight up strength.
Oh, I'll just do strength. Yeah, no, I don't.
You fall into the pool of water, and you watch as the surface grows farther and farther away from you, and you watch as the bugs descend upon you and Malik. Would you please make me a fear test?
Yes, sir.
You get a +10.
Hey guys, where did Django go?
Struggling, you find yourself. You begin swimming to the surface of the water, and it takes you several minutes to breach the water, and your lungs are bursting for air. And as you clear the surface of the water, you sit up, and you're sitting at the very bottom, with your shoulders above the water. And you look over, and Malik has done the same, or Guns, or whatever the fuck his name is. And you both share a look as you both sit up from the water.
We aren't speaking of this. We tell no one. We just get back and we move on with our lives.
He nods.
Django, you coming?
Give me a minute.
Yeah, let's move, man.
I'm working on it.
Keep the Congo train going.
Yeah, so you look back in time to see them crawl up out of the water.
Decided to go for a swim, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
Why don't we have Bishop make a willpower check? Bishop stares at the glowing green light emanating from the refining tube, and you guys can see bubbles moving past the pipe as the translucent obsidian-like glass resonates and pulses with the sickly green light, and you watch as Bishop stares intently at it. And in a single motion, he raises the butt of his rifle and he brings it down hard on the glass, and you watch as splinters spread out over the glass itself.
Huh. You alright there, Bishop?
He raises the rifle again, bring it down in another crack, and you watch as the fluid begins seeping through the cracks, and you can clearly see that the ground hisses where the green material.
I'm gonna grab him by the arm and start walking him.
Yeah, so you grab him and you begin walking forward, and after a moment, his icy 1,000-yard stare disappears, and he looks around and sees you leading him by the arm, and he asks you, Corporal, what happened?
Don't worry about it, Bishop. Let's just get out of here.
Okay. Continuing on.
I really hate.
Steel, as you clear the entrance, you can see the magos of this facility hard at work, running various diagnostic tests and facility inspections, and you can see that he is clearly on this large protruded catwalk here.
Greeting, Magos. We have updated your facility to proper order. We will now be returning to command.
Do I see this guy?
Firing our affidavit.
Can you see this guy?
Can I?
I can.
Can you? Y'all can keep moving, by the way.
I see him.
Hold on, Piotr. You are aware of something large and mechanical moving in the darkness.
I thought you were just talking about the token. Yeah, I see the Magos.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about I'm talking about different perspectives on different individuals.
No, just trying to make sure whether the tech priest is going crazy again.
And you hear a response of binary cant, much grander and higher than your own, clearly loaded with all the, and you can hear the various, you can pick out the various accolades attached to his speech, and you don't quite make out any words from his speech. As if the intensity and the grandeur of the sound was above your own comprehension, and the rest of you, you hear a rather loud, rather uncomfortably loud sound emanating from the facility.
Okay, Metal Man, keep us moving towards the elevator.
I continue to stare where the Magos is. Magos, I believe you may be suffering error. You may need to reset parameters in order to reset your speech functions. None of your binary is compatible.
The rest of you are deafened by the sound assaulting your ears.
Let's go.
You can move. He's just standing
Tony,
there talking to no one. You can move. You're not
Tony,
locked in place.
get us out of here.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Oh, goodbye, Magos.
I'm gonna move forward, and Bishop here is gonna shove Django out of the way to keep going.
Okay.
The Magos is not happy.
Alright guys, we might want to run before he decides to turn us into more slave labor. I mean servitors.
Okay.
Oh, where are we? Oh, okay.
So, hold on. You guys are moving a little too quickly there. You're moving a little too quickly there. I can throw you guys in this pool of whatnot if you really want.
Well, that's where my thing was at when we moved to the scene.
I gotcha. We'll say Django, as you're crossing over the body of one of these servitors, a hand reaches out and grasps you.
I immediately start shooting it repeatedly.
It locks itself around you, grappling you, and you fall to the floor as this thing continues to grapple you. Why don't you guys roll initiative?
Oh dear.
Oh, here it comes.
I like you because you got that something.
I almost want to fate point that.
Yeah, for the point, man, I'm doing great, man.
Fucking 6.
I got an 8 just because of the bonus, so...
Oh, you know what? Actually, I didn't get the, I think it's gonna be a 7 because I didn't add the initiative my weapon gives me. I did get the, what's the name of the perk? Where I can move, do a full move and fire in the same turn.
Oh, that's nice.
Hip shooting. Yeah.
Yeah, I have hip shooting too, actually. It's very useful. Because once I get bulging biceps, I can do it with a heavy weapon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, actually I can't, because it's only single shot. The hip shooting thing. But I can do it with a last gun.
You guys hear whispering emanating from behind you?
Do we hear them screaming behind us? No.
What is whispering?
Calmness is whispering to us.
Make sure you guys assign your rolls to the thing.
Yep.
Does anyone know what Bishop? Does Bishop get a bonus for initiative?
He gets a +1 from Viper. Definitely.
He could have a What's his agility?
Try to figure out off of agility. Agility is 52, so
He
So
gets
be a
plus
10.
6.
yeah.
Oh wait, actually I get a 9 because I have a +1 from Viper, +5 from Agility, and +2 from Paranoia.
Wait, you said plus 2 from agility?
No, +5 from Agility, +1
Okay.
from your skill, and +2 from Paranoia.
Yep.
Bear with me. Okay. We'll go top of the turn order. And that's collateral. You watch as Django falls and Servitor is alive and well and grappling him.
Shoot this thing. Shoot this thing repeatedly.
Yeah,
In a
I'm
loving manner.
gonna take a well-aimed shot at the servitor.
Okay, I think I heard you say you're going to shoot the Servitor.
Yeah. Point blank. Standard attack. Any negative? What's the negative modifiers for shooting in the melee?
Negative 20.
Negative 20. Okay, so that's a -3.
If you need to type, you can, by the way.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. You hit that thing, and you hit that thing. 48, that's in the body. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is 12.
Okay. Yeah, you shred that thing. It's double dead. And Django's still on the ground. Also, we're in combat, so if you're moving your tokens around, you're wrong.
I know, just Ray was next to me. I forgot to move back the
Gotcha.
character when with him.
Let's see, this boy. Servitor stands up and begins walking towards you guys. Alien activity. Django, you're up.
So I'm currently being grappled, and I would like to not be grappled.
You are no longer being grappled. You are just prone.
I'm... Okay. I'm looking over at the thing that grappled me, and I'm going to shoot it repeatedly.
Okay. From a prone position?
Yes, because I don't want to get grappled again.
Okay.
Well, it's dead. He's dead.
He's dead? The thing is dead? It's already dead? Is that what
Do you want to check?
happened? I'm gonna look and see if it's moving.
Make a willpower check.
Do I get a +10 for fear resistance?
You're not making a fear check. You're making a willpower check.
Okay. Yeah, no, I failed on that one.
You look down and you see a snarling, blood curdling, teeth gnashing, hack slinging slasher. No, it's a blood terror at your feet, trying to gobble your shins. Would you please make me a fear test?
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be -20.
So -10.
No, because I included the
Oh,
Okay.
bonus
never mind.
there.
Okay, so just make that 4 additional degrees of fail.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a 1d100. Okay,
All right.
it's 110.
So that's a 100. Yep.
One moment. Uh, what the fuck is it? 110? That would be... Yeah, you faint. You keel over.
I kind of just swoon a little bit and then just slam into the concrete.
Tony, I forgot to mention, you also get negative 20s for the duration of whatnot. We'll say the duration of the session.
Well, the good thing is the flamethrower doesn't require.
That's true.
Yep.
So Django, after fainting, you will be out for 2 rounds. So yeah, you guys watch as Django lifts his head, looks back at the servitor that's smoldering dead, and immediately faints. Okay, let me do some alien activity here. Hold on. You hear more shuffling as servitors begin to walk towards you guys. The whispering at your guys' backs continues. It grows. It is now Bishop's turn.
Okay, so is this the 2 turns of Django being unconscious? Like I can't come up and try to wake him up. He's just out of it.
He is he is fainted.
Okay.
You could a stim do it?
It
Should
only
be
works
able
for
to.
stuns, I believe.
Okay. Every man for himself, shouts Ray.
Sorry, fellas. Okay, Bishop's going to get 4 meters here. Yeah, he's gonna move 4 meters onto this bridge.
Also, my sight is limited.
Is that thing marked the next down there dead?
Which one?
Whatever, that one to the right. I can barely see it.
They're all alive. If they have a red dot, they're alive.
This has a red X over it.
If they have a red dot, they're alive. Or if they have a red dot, they're dead. I'm sorry. Since clearly you cannot trust your perception.
Okay. Bishop's gonna take an unaimed headshot on that boyo that is dead alive.
Oh wow.
Okay. I never remember what his damage is.
Which one are you shooting?
His long las.
No. Who are you shooting?
The only one I can see to the right.
Okay.
That one not being hit.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll damage for me. Should be 2 extra d10s, right?
Yeah, so it's 3 d10s plus whatever.
Let me see what it is so I can...
That's a righteous fury.
Oh shit! That's gonna be a bit of damage.
And that's another roll.
Another
Yeah, that's
10.
gonna be a lot of damage.
No, roll just a d10.
Oh, is okay, yeah. D10.
So that's 27,
27.
pin whatever, felling whatever.
7 pen 2.
Yeah, you watch as that shot takes that servitor and his head is turned into mist. A fine spray of oil and machine parts. And it falls over dead.
I'm sure Bishop makes some edgy comment about being a clean shot or something. I don't know.
Okay. Moving on to the next person. Well, lack of person.
Should be me because I've got an agility bonus of 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Your turn, Piotr.
Piotr is just spraying in the general direction up front because he's got a 30 degree angle arc that I can spray the weapon at 20 meters distance.
Okay. Keep in mind there is a pillar in front of you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly like you showed it, like this way, like that.
Yeah. What's with the lines though?
I was trying to figure out what 30 degrees is gonna look like.
I see.
Roughly.
Okay. So what are you aiming at?
Nothing, just spraying up front. I can't see anything.
Okay.
I was aiming at the guy who just got killed. But,
You
know.
don't want to keep moving or anything like that?
The calmness is coming closer from the rear.
Yeah, I
You may want
guess
to set
he's
up on the rear with a flamethrower.
Yeah, actually, Piotr is going to run because he can hip shoot if he needs to.
Steel, do you want to tell them what you saw?
The Magos is not happy.
How big was the Magos?
The Magos was a hulking behemoth of pain and calmness.
I think he was bigger
Okay,
than
so
hulking.
Piotr
but
is running.
he was bigger than
which would
hulking,
be-
actually.
so-
But
Oh, I saw him as 2 sizes larger, so.
he would have been as big as Misha is right now.
Usually use that as hulking.
Misha grows
That
double in
grows
size.
bird if I ever
Yep.
saw one.
No.
So-
This is hulking. This is whatever size that was.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Yes, that's like
Piotr is gonna full move, which is 10 meters,
Oh, so he's
along
massive.
with Ray.
Okay. Go ahead and do so. Keep in mind the edge of that shite there on your... Okay. Happy with your movement?
Yeah, I can shoot actually. A single shot weapon.
Can you?
Yep, I've got hip shooting.
Ah.
So he's going to just spray everything up front. Because the flamer happens to be a single shot weapon.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Go ahead and we'll
So
go
yeah,
ahead
they
and-
need to make an agility test.
Right,
and if
right.
they, yeah.
Wow, one of them succeeds.
The question is, can he move away from the 30 degree arc? Does his agility bonus allow it?
No.
Well, then they all get sprayed.
Yep, he still gets hosed.
Shit damage. But they're set on fire, so it's good.
Okay. Sec Priest, or Cogboy, or Crazy
my vision-
Robot Man.
For my vision, am I still seeing low lighting or full vision? I can't tell because of the warpy shenanigans or whatever, if it should be affecting me still or not.
No, you see fine. Why, do you want the stuff up to full?
Yeah, like that meant like full vision. There we go. Alrighty, I'm going to do a dead sprint. So 18
How?
meters.
There are people in
Oh
front
yeah,
of you.
true. Everyone's in the way.
Go in the water?
How much room do I have to skirt around you people?
None. I mean, you could just
I'm just
go in the water. You've done it so far, so I mean...
yeah, I'll just walk around like this on the outer rim of it.
Thunk, thunk, thunk.
That has a slanted angle. I would probably make you take an agility roll.
You know what? I'm just gonna stay back here then, and
I mean, go ahead and move, by all means. You should know better than anyone what's behind you.
He'd probably make you take a step further into the actual water and then move.
Yeah, alrighty, I'm just gonna run through the water.
Okay, it comes up to your knees.
Alrighty. Would that be just enough for me to get to the platform bridge where the sniper's
What's your
at?
movement?
Running is 18 meters.
There's no reason why you should not be able to get there. It's only 5.
And
Do you
then
want to
for
keep
free
moving?
action, I'm just gonna stay here for now. That way, I'm just having a bit of range, and I'm gonna fire as a free action on this target.
Okay, go ahead and do so. Okay, go ahead and roll damage. And that hits him in the 94. That's the left leg.
Oh, that's normal damage roll.
Okay. I hate to do it to you, but we have to go ahead and end it here for tonight.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Just to recap, is anyone confused about what's going on this session?
We're all tripping on LSD, and now we're fighting zombie servitors.
Okay.
Yeah. All the teenage
Essentially, yeah.
press
no,
gang
no, you're all
years.
seeing things when we're fighting malfunctioning servitors, and the Magos is angry for some reason.
Maybe you activated the machine spirit wrong.
There was
Yeah.
not enough
Been upside
incense.
down.
Definitely not enough incense, clearly.
Well, he's definitely incented now. To kill us.
Okay. 400 experience for the session.
Okay.
Okay.
If you got
Alrighty.
bonuses, you got bonuses. If not.
Nope, we haven't got any bonuses.
So that was session 8, correct? So next week will be session 9. And that will be on the Friday following this one. Or that will be on this coming Friday.
Mhm.
And you guys are clear on what you're doing right now. Yes?
Surviving.
Yes.
Yeah. Running away.
A fighting retreat, if you would.
Yep.
Alright. Sounds good. You guys have any questions for me?
Nope. You have
Nope.
a good one?
Not right now, yeah.
Alright, you know how to get a hold of me.
Yep. Peace.
User disconnected from your
See you later,
channel.
boys.